D6
For what?
just to roll it.
Sure.
Thanks, Cody.
What'd you get?
1.
One?
You take 1 point of
That's
damage.
one gigantic foot comes from the sky.
New character.
Character number 3.
Yeah, baby.
So yeah, what are you guys doing in this moment? Ooh,
What my perception check get, right?
Yeah, I got the 17.
I had a 15 and a nat 20.
as you guys hear the argument die down,
Mhm, mhm.
you all look. You're wondering what's going on as you're like putting on your clothes. Like you're coming out of the tent. You're like buckling on your belts, your boots, and you all realize none of you have your weapons.
Well, that I don't
Um,
realize this,
You
but it kind of makes sense because I
sure
was
doesn't.
always
Hi everyone, welcome to Cursed 20. This is another episode of the Cursed Ones.
Woo!
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Zach. I'm playing Kalthar.
I'm Dylan. I'm playing Doramir.
I'm David. I'm playing Darren.
A lot of D's up in here.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of D's at the table. I'm Cody. I'm your humble game master. A little recap from the last session. You guys battled through waves of zombies and a very stout, very chunky boys in the name, in the words of Josh, very chunky boy and some zombies, and found the Visanti
Meaning of
camping
love.
out at the lakes. You met Madame Ava. She read your fortunes. She told you a little bit about yourself. She gave you some information about some allies you might find or some weapons you might find that might help you with your guys' endeavors. We left off with her saying good night. I think she cured a level of exhaustion for everybody. And
Those
then,
of us who didn't have it. Oh, not you.
I think he had a bunch of
He had
it,
like
actually.
3.
I'm currently at 2.
So then she sent you out. You guys tried to go back in, and then the tent was just like empty and dark inside. Almost as she like moved herself out of it. And then you walked back out into the camp, and there's still some people standing by the fire. It's nighttime now. It's the middle of the night. What are you guys doing now?
I want to fuck with the Visanti.
Yeah, I believe we were going over to the Visanti.
She said have a drink before she departed, so that's I think where we were headed. Get a drink.
Okay.
And we also promised them that we would drink with them. So
So yeah, you walk back up, and you walk back up to the Visanti at the fire, and there's a good amount of them sitting on the fire all drinking. And the guy who told you the story when you first entered the camp, the guy who was telling the story and like first introduced himself, goes, "Hello, outsiders. How did it go with the fortune teller?"
cryptic.
That's,
Very cryptic.
Yeah, she likes to speak like that.
What
Trying
did
to get a straight answer out of Man of Ava is like trying to get through the fog. You know what I'm saying?
She read us a fortune. Do you have any way of elaborating on it? Have you had your fortune read?
Most of us have had our fortune read by Madame Ava.
What does it mean?
I didn't hear your fortune. Couldn't tell you.
My friend here was very keen with his mind. What did she tell us? Just
How much of the visions and the cards that she pulled out do you know?
I don't know anything about the visions or the cards. I will tell you this. I have yet to find her to be wrong. And as you guys are like talking back and forth with this gentleman, another Visanti like pulls up like a couple bottles of wine and is like, "Does
Keg.
anybody want a drink?" Like,
it's that good shit, right? The Santi fuck hard.
so you look at it, and it so there's the 3 levels of wine. There's the top of the line is like the it says like champagne on it.
Right.
I'm blanking on the names right now.
Vine
you think after
shine,
so many
bro.
times of talking about it. And then there's like the one right underneath it. It's the one right underneath it. It's the middle tier stuff.
Is that the Wizard of the Well,
That's the yeah.
sugar.
So there's like purple grape mesh, the champagne, and then one other one. And I can't remember if the purple grape mesh is the bottom or the middle, but it's he's offering you the middle wine. I can spend a second to.
I don't know if he particular is the one who does the Vine Shine, but there was Vine Shine promised.
Can I do?
Did somebody?
That's the Moonshine Vine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just reach out and grab it and just kind of take it. But before I actually sip anything of it, can I do an insight check to just see how the feeling feels in the
The
camp
vibes.
with the information that I now have about Madame Ava and the Visanti and all of that. We've always been highly skeptical of this group, but I now feel much more inclined to somewhat trust this group.
Me too. My guard's a little lower.
But I just
Um,
kind of want to do a little insight
Yeah,
check.
anybody in this moment who wants to roll me an insight check can.
Might as well.
Holy shit. My insight's good.
How's a 13?
It's a 19.
22.
Did you roll that with
Damn.
disadvantage? I'm very
Why
sorry
would
to
you
do
have
that to
to
you.
say that?
I'm very sorry to do this to you.
I still have a
13.
19.
Really?
All right,
Nice.
let's go.
Okay, 1 second.
Take that and stick it
With
in
my
there.
-3.
Yeah, baby.
Pretty
Oh,
good,
yeah.
dude. I'm pretty impressed with your rolls.
Anything that's positive is amazing.
Okay, so there's purple great mesh, which is the bottom. Number 3, red dragon,
That's
which
what
is
we're
middle
drinking.
tier, and that's what you have. And then there's the champagne Dooley Stump.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say that again. The one that we're drinking again.
Dragon.
Number 3, red dragon crush.
Red Dragon Crush.
That sounds
Ooh.
dope.
I remember
That
one
does
of them
sound
was like Red Dragon something. but-
Yeah, red dragon crush. So there's purple great mash, bottom tier.
Bottom shit.
Number 3, red dragon crush, and then the champagne Dooley Stump, which is like top tier wine.
So,
Darren has a little affinity for the cheap stuff.
Okay.
But
is that your Barovia
David
roots?
thinks that the dragon wine sounds fucking sick.
Yeah.
But Darren will take the red stuff, but he drinks it, and it's like a somebody who doesn't drink bourbon drinking like a really expensive bourbon, just being like, oh, this is still like
Do you have a
not
mixer?
my drink, you
Yeah.
know. But like, I'll take it and I'll be happy about it.
Yeah. It's like me. Like if you give me like a bottle of Macallan, I'm probably still mixing that with like Coke.
Yeah.
Like and like people like
Pissing people off.
yeah. Anyway, what was your insight check?
13.
19.
22.
Ooh.
In order, baby. I love it.
You get on a 22, you get a sense that they don't mean you any harm. They are just enjoying their time at the lake.
So we can let our guard down, maybe lay my weapon to the side, drink a little
Yeah, you don't get the sense like on a 22, you know, like okay, these people are just here camping out, and it seems like they might be like winter is coming in the words of the Starks, right? Oh, I don't know if I can say that, but so like they seem like maybe like this is just like you know like again you're looking around, you're seeing like these tents, and these don't just look like camping tents, they look like sturdier, like propped up, like almost like wall tents for like going
Yeah.
hunting and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
They look like
canvas tents.
yeah, like okay, they might be like this might be like they're like hunkered
Shelter.
down for the area type soon,
Okay.
you know. And even on a 13, I think you get the sense of like, yeah, these guys are just you're looking around even on a 13, you're like most of the people here are fucking drunk. Like they're like if
No
we were to
guard.
get into a fight right now, we're fighting a bunch of drunk guys, right? Like it's not like anybody here is like doing anything like
Nefarious.
yeah,
Can I do an Arcana check
for what?
this round? Same thing in Friend Sight. So I feel a magical presence, and I have magical expertise because of my like wild magic and stuff. Is anything drawing to me? Is there a magical object, shapeshifter?
I mean, you were just in a tent full of magical
But I'm not
objects.
anymore.
I think that even I won't even make you roll. Like there's just magic in the air, but you can't tell if it's because of the area that you're in. But there's also been like the entirety that you've been in Barovia, there's been a weird sense to the air, right? Like there's just a sense of
Heavy.
like heaviness of overlaying magic kind of all the time. I think a good way to put it, like your characters, if your characters are claustrophobic, you would be consistently hyperventilating, right? Like the Barovia
like a-
itself just feels like it's always pushing in on you. And even with that, I would just say in your time being there, you probably have had a high enough Arcana check to know that it's not like a natural thing that's making you that makes it.
It's like a smog.
There's that, and I mean a very obvious factor of that is like the fog that comes in and out and seems to show up whenever it wants to, go away whenever it wants to. So
Yeah.
I think I would look to my party members and be like, so is he the one who brought you to this foul place as well?
Shit, we came here on our own, dude.
We came here on a mission.
We were sent here,
We
baby.
were sent here to save this place.
how
We
did
were
you
sent-
say that one of the drunken Visanti girls laughs?
Something funny, lass.
She looks at you and she goes, "What's funny is none of you guys have taken a sip of your drinks yet."
Oh no, I would have. I would.
Constitution saving throw. Constitution.
I didn't say
saving
I
throw,
was sipping.
Constitution
Goddammit.
saving throw.
Whatever.
I would have taken one and had my.
Hold
little
on.
sip
Okay.
of, like,
Show of hands. Who honestly? Whose character? Let's like the drinks have been handed out. Would you have taken the drink after your insight checks?
after my insight check, I would have
Yeah.
had a sip.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think I would have before an insight check.
Full send.
Constitution saving throws.
18.
Pass.
Pass. Crushed it.
8.
21.
Can I
Pass.
can I chug mine and then like set it down and be like, so what's funny?
Sure.
You watch me drink.
You on an 8,
On just a sip.
you're starting to feel drowsy. There's no mechanical disadvantages yet.
Keep feeling and there will be.
Keyword is that last one.
Yeah.
Okay. She
Darren
goes,
doesn't plan on drinking like enough to get drunk. It's literally just the social nicety of accepting the drink
Yep.
and having a sip. And
I'm a heavier sip fella. I'm a bar hopper. She said that. I raised her bet. I downed my glass and then I'm like, you still laughing? Like what's humor me? You know, what are you laughing about? You heard
That was
me
it.
coming in.
that was it. She raises her glass and she takes a big swig of it as well. That was it.
can I do a little perception or investigation check for any Raven Queen symbolry around or any signs of that belief or like opposite of it, like fucking dead crows being hung up or anything like that? Like,
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. Which one are you rolling?
would they give different things?
Investigation versus perception?
Yeah.
Probably not. Not for this particular
Yeah,
scenario. So
I'll
you can
do-
pick whichever
I'll
one
do
makes.
perception.
Okay.
Also, while he's doing that, would have Donnie have said anything?
He's probably passed the fuck out.
Yeah. Donnie took a big like a big chug of the wine, failed his con save, and is passed out on the fucking floor right now.
Um, the main dude who's kind of like the head of the party, I'm gonna like level with him and be like, look, Madame Ava's gonna got my head a little bit spinning. I'm kind of lost in this world. I'm trying to look for maybe either a direction for what she was talking about or something that can make sense of what I've heard tonight.
Yeah. What did she tell you?
Like I said, my head's spinning. Does anybody have much recollection about her card reading or any direction she's even maybe pointing
Did
us
anybody
into?
write down what she said?
I wrote everything.
That's
down.
why
Yeah.
I was pointing to you. God damn it.
So he goes, yeah.
I
He
just
goes,
don't know if
he goes- he
Darren
goes-
would be willing to
he
share
goes,
the
yeah. I mean,
information.
I'm more than help.
Yeah.
I'd be more
That's
than
where
willing
my
to help
hesitation-
you.
What
Like
did her draw say?
I would be more than willing to help you kind of like go through what she said if we could, but without knowing what she
Right.
said, I mean, I can't.
I was
not.
was
not
distracted by
available.
her artifacts. My friend here is the brains in the operation. I'm just the muscle.
My insight check still applies here, right? Where she means us no harm.
Nobody
Yep,
here
yep.
does.
For my perception, before I can answer, I just need to settle this real quick. I got a 15,
You don't notice anything that would pertain to the Raven Queen.
neither positive nor negative.
Need positive.
So yeah, I would respond and be like, I know the 5 names of the cards that she drew. Do you know if I were to give you those, would you know the meaning behind them or ways to help in those endeavors?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I give him the help action? Because I asked him basically the same question, but he has more information.
Sure.
Yeah, we're kind of jumping in. On
Yeah,
this
yeah.
together.
That's good. That's good. You don't have exhaustion right now.
No, I don't.
Nice.
2 18s for an 18.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
better off rolling with the fuck.
I rolled him a history check to see if he would remember what the card said.
Now 20, baby.
Let's go.
He goes,
I know
I
exactly.
think I've seen the cards enough that I might be able to give you some hints. I would need to know what the card was. I would need to know what order she pulled them in, and then I would need to know if she said anything about the cards. But I'm not her, so I can't give you exactly what they might have meant. But I could try to do my best to persuade you, to push you in the right direction.
And can I ask your name, good sir? You're willing to do this so much to help us here.
I am Nikolai.
Nikolai.
It's
Nice
good
to meet you.
sir.
Pleasure, Nikolai.
I think in this moment, Darren,
I'm sorry, I have not gotten your names. You've drinking my alcohol and set on my fire, and we haven't introduced ourselves. I very much apologize. Who's your dead bunny friend?
Dead bunny friend.
That is what you will refer to him as.
I like it, dead buddy friend.
My name is Darren. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Darren.
Darren. You two look like you follow the same religion.
Astute
Yes.
observation, sir.
As I
Yes.
said before, we were sent here together. And
You haven't noticed this land is in dire need of our Raven Queen's blessing, so we are here
You
to.
worship the Raven.
We don't
Well,
worship.
this-
We act upon her will.
Just to be clear, my armor has a giant raven on it.
My
so
dick has a raven on it, bro.
It wasn't just for show.
Yeah.
And your name, sir?
I mean, you should know it.
How should I know it?
Wanted posters.
We had great company outside of my madame's castle before I ended up in Barovia.
So, roll me a history check.
With advantage.
That's a 1.
31.
God damn it, Zach.
This is not the same guy.
Oh.
This is not the same guy. But he goes, I think you have the dirty one kind of plays into it, I guess. I think he has a dirty one because he has a negative to like half of the thing. So whatever he rolled, he subtracted down to 1. Ridiculous. Anyway, he goes, I think you have me mistaken with somebody else, good sir. I haven't been outside of this realm in quite some time.
In quite some time.
In quite some
When was the last time you've left the realm?
I've been in Barovia for at least the last 10 weeks.
So why'd you leave, and why didn't you come back?
10 weeks
Roll me a
sounds like a
persuasion check.
really fishy number.
Yeah, I was kind of odd.
What kind of would that be? Can I do any kind of check? Is there an insight check I can
Okay,
make to that?
Hold
or-
on. Roll a persuasion check.
On it.
You can roll me an insight check. You guys, you can't help and you can't help.
Is that cocked or what? I will honor whatever number that
That's
is.
cocked.
All right, bet. Please be higher than that then. Fuck. Oh yeah.
18.
18 plus 5, so 23. I'm
What
so
was your insight
persuaded.
check?
I rolled a 7 plus 8 for a 15 on insight.
You clocked that he had to count up the time. He had to like do the math in his head, like figure out how long ago it was.
Okay.
What'd you roll? For your persuasion?
23.
23 for your persuasion.
Yes, sir.
And you asked why'd you leave and then why'd you come back?
Yeah. And depending on what he says, I'll ask him to elaborate on more. But just what like 23 is pretty fucking loose lips. He'll tell me some shit.
Hold on. Hold on. First of all, language.
Could just
You're right.
mean that he doesn't want to kill you.
Second of all, this is my world. These are my NPCs.
GWZ.
My character. I'll decide what they decide to tell you. This is my book, and you're just playing in it.
Hold on. Wait, we talked about that. Toxic DM.
Anyway, so on a 23, he goes, I mean, I don't know if I have like a specific reason of why I left or not. I mean, sometimes we leave and we go to Faerun, or sometimes we come back. And I mean, a lot of my friends are here, and Barovia is a grand old time if you can find the light in it.
How is it that you're able to leave so freely?
Well, I'm more curious about why Faerun. If you can travel between the realms, why Faerun? What's in Faerun for you? Just commerce, or what? Why?
The material plane?
Yeah.
Why? Who wouldn't want?
I mean, the material plane is great, but Faerun
Faerun,
itself is-
yeah. It's a choice.
I mean, what, we got Waterdeep?
I mean, that was just the last time out. That was just the last place that I went.
I see.
I couldn't tell you.
Because we're from Faerun. Just curious about what makes you come to our humble abode.
No? Why made you come here?
This land is fucked.
For the third time in the last like 5 minutes, sir, we were sent here by our goddess to try and help.
You say that again, and you're starting to hear chuckles around the fire. Like
You don't think this
well,
land can be saved?
That's not what I said.
Darren
So why-
takes
why the
offense
laughter?
to it.
Huh?
Darren takes no offense to it. He knows how ridiculous it sounds, but he wholeheartedly believes he's gonna do it.
My ass is offended. I'm like, what's funny, fuckers? What's the joke that I'm not in on?
Doromir, my friend, we're just trying to have a good time. Let's lower our voices before things get a little bit out of hand.
Remember, you rolled a really high constitution save. You're not actually drunk yet.
I'm offended.
Anyway, if you want help with what Madam Ava might have said, I would be more than willing to help.
I think
Finally.
I would go ahead and
Finally.
share the information.
I've changed my mind. Your friend's attitude here is making me not feel very friendly.
Fuck them. We don't need them.
I would
Darn it.
appreciate you if you left our fire.
Perfect.
Go hang out with the dead bunny.
I'll carry him to the tent.
What
Maybe
time?
you can ask some questions out of this fucking asshole.
I think we send him away and
I'ma
then try
scoop
to,
him.
like,
I'ma scoop him.
We attempt.
I'm gonna scoop him up
to-
and I'm gonna walk out and I'm
You
gonna
scooped out.
fuck you.
Like, I
Okay, you
severely
do that.
apologize for my friend here.
I need you to. I need you.
Think about.
Back in. Okay, where do we leave off before technical
I'm
difficulties?
heading out with Donnie and I gave him the fucking
Okay, I
Super
need
fucking
you
back
to
turn.
roll.
motherfucker.
Right.
And then Calathar and I are gonna make a joint persuasion attempt to get him to still speak with us now that he's gone.
Because he asked only me to leave, so fuck it. I'll leave.
I only have a -2 disadvantage.
Give him advantage.
Then if you can give me advantage, then maybe we can do something here. I only have a +0, so it's not good, but it's
No
not
good.
But not disadvantage.
Yes.
What am I rolling, Coaster?
I need you to make me a.
Oh,
Fucking
Can I
wisdom
roll-
saving throw.
can I fucking let me roll what is it called when you scare somebody?
Intimidate.
Intimidation.
No, I wouldn't let you intimidate. dude.
Hold on.
I would be like sending you away. You'd
I
be
have a
intimidating
fat
me.
intimidate, bro. I got a fat.
I need you to roll me a DC 18 charisma save.
DC
saving throw.
18 charisma save. I'm on it.
Mhm.
All right. I just need a fucking
I need you to roll me 2 of them.
2 on it. First one. Fucking oh fuck. What'd you say?
18.
Off charisma save?
Mhm.
Yeah, that first one's a 10, so that's a fail. Second one is a 7 plus 8 is probably not gonna
15.
clear it. 15 not gonna clear it either.
You.
Damn.
As you do this- As you do this, you get hit, bam, bam, and you freeze in place. You freeze in place and you can't move, but all you're thinking the entire time is, man, I really wish I was friends with these people.
Does he go quiet?
Mhm.
Like he can't move his
I'm
jaw
like
even?
stunned, like kind of like
I immediately turn to the guy and go, "Thank you. I am so sorry for him."
I'm just gonna say it like this.
Like, can you teach me that? Like, who did that? Can you help us?
Because they just start laughing. As you're basically under the effects of charm person and hold person. As you're under the effects of charm person and hold person, the hold person drops, and then one of the vicinity comes up to you and goes, "I think you should take your bunny to bed." And under the charm effect, you very happily take Donnie
Full send.
off to bed.
Cheers, lads. Going to bed.
Good night, Dora.
And then he goes,
Put the bunny on your chest.
Oh, he's sleeping right here, boys.
and then Mikolai looks at you and goes, "I don't really know if I feel like helping you out. We opened up our tents, we opened up our fire, we gave you alcohol, and then your friend over here is starting to start trouble."
We are more than gracious for that. My friend is very troubled, and currently I am on a little bit of a personal mission to help him find his way back. He's currently lost his path, and I've almost taken it upon myself to help guide him back to his path. So if you can be gracious and forgive his misgivings for tonight, we will be out of your hair.
He leans in really close to you, Lincoln, to go to whisper in your ear, and he goes, "Not everybody in Barovia is as forgiving as me. And nobody else is going to give you the grace to let your friend find his path." What did Madame Ava say?
I go ahead and share the information with him. Do you need me to go?
Yeah, read off the first one.
First one was the miser, who will help find Strahd's journal inside a fortress, behind a wall of fire.
Who?
Inside a fortress in a fortress.
Inside a fortress in a fortress.
I'm writing this down.
He goes, the miser. The miser. A fortress within a fortress. Interesting. Interesting. This is all very interesting. And that's the first one she pulled.
The first one, yes.
So if I remember right, there is something awaiting you. The miser in the first spot. A fortress inside a fortress. Well, the only place in Barovia that I would still call an actual fortress is Castle Ravenloft itself.
That was my first thought as
I
well.
don't know if there's some broken down ruins, and Kresik likes to call itself a fortified town, but it's
There's no
that would
broken ruined one. So
but it wouldn't be still, it would be the ruins of a fortress. I think the only place in Barovia that you would still be able to call an actual fortress is the castle itself.
Good thing we'll be there in a few days.
Ah, interesting. Why are you going to the castle, friend?
Invited to dinner by the dead lord himself.
it was something of a deal with the devil where we're forced to accept.
I wish you a fine journey and good food while you're there. Now, a fortress within a fortress. I guess I would assume, Romy, he did get in that 20. Okay. On this one, he's gonna say it sounds like it's locked up. And if this is a treasure that if it was pulled in the first spot, I believe that Madame Eva is trying to send you on a treasure that might help you. So the only thing that I could assume is that it's locked up somewhere within the fortress itself, maybe some type of a vault or treasury or some type of safe somewhere within the castle. Yeah. So that's the only thing I could think of. Like that was what makes most sense to me. Your character's not asleep. It's just you're just chilling out in your tent.
No, I'm
with
laying
Donnie.
with Donnie. I'm
Did you
fucking
fall asleep?
cocked the fuck out.
Okay.
Do I get a long rest?
No.
What the fuck?
Go ahead and roll me
I hate that.
a charisma saving throw.
On it. This is the one. This is the fucking one. Show me that 20.
That one?
Fuck you, Zach. 9. 9 plus 8 is
17.
17.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second.
On it.
Okay, let me just write this down. Locked up.
Haters are trying to keep me down. Don't appreciate it.
Okay. And what would you know of the second card she pulled, the merchant?
Roll me another persuasion check.
Can I give him advantage by
Being here.
because we're like both together
Yes,
here.
fine.
Kalthar would also have some of the memories of these.
Would he though? What is your intelligence score? Would you remember this? Anyway,
Facts.
You already said yes. Oh. Persuasion?
Yeah.
11.
He goes, what was it? You go ahead and what would you know about
The merchant.
the merchant? And it was pulled in the second spot.
Yes.
Yes, the merchant.
Something about finding an empty cask.
The Amontillado. Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes, the merchant. That is another treasure she is sending you off. What did she say? Did she say anything about the card when she pulled it?
She said that we must seek a cask of the finest wine without a drop left in it.
I'll tell you where all the best wine is.
At the castle.
Fuck you.
Very good. Very
Seems
good.
like we've got some things lining up.
Okay, as you guys are talking to him, we're gonna cut back over to you. So did you go to sleep? Like you're actively trying to fall asleep?
I'm just laying in bed. Kind of like looking out the
Laying in
ceiling.
bed? Are you praying? Are you doing anything?
He's
What
got
are
a
you doing?
bunny on his chest.
I'm still probably charmed.
The charm, yeah, but the charm doesn't like affect how you run day to day.
Yeah.
Charm is basically like the person who's charmed you. When they ask you to tell you to do something,
Right.
you do it. Like,
But
it
my
doesn't-
ego probably would have been bruised. But since the charm, I'm content. I'm kind of
Yeah.
just laying in bed.
So
So
you're just laying in bed.
laying in bed.
So you're not trying to fall asleep then.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe waiting for them.
On a charisma, you got a, what did you get?
17.
17.
17. You start to feel like an outside presence start brushing up against your mind. And then like it brushes up.
Can I do some kind of like intelligence?
There's
or
some type of,
something?
you put up like a, on that 17, that charisma saving 17 was basically like your walls went up and stopped it from like going
I
into
see.
your mind.
Okay.
And then it kind of just like floats away. Back out to you guys. I'm gonna. He goes, now, sir, if you want any more answers out of me, you and your friend are gonna have to take another drink.
And what would the purpose of that be?
I'll drink for both of us.
We're all just trying to have a good time. He goes, you will. Isabella, come here.
Hmm?
Isabella comes up, pulls out a little flask, and goes,
On my
None
21
of this-
passive perception, is she cute?
Is she?
Is she
cute?
of age? First question.
That's a
Yes.
gentleman.
Is she cute?
yes. Yes. Okay. She walks up, and she's the girl that chuckled at him the first time when he said the thing. She pulls out a flask and she goes, none of this wine stuff. And she hands you what is very obviously a flask of vine shine.
Yeah. That's a lady after my own fucking heart.
Darren's not a drinker.
He is now.
I
He is
mean,
tonight.
like he's socially will do it, but he's not like looking to get.
There's a girl.
She hands
Out
it.
there is obviously doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. You take a shot of it. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's gotta be a high DC for Vine Shine.
How is a 23?
You
Fails.
pass. Good job, buddy.
23 plus
Can
what?
I do any kind of check on the feeling of it, or is it just yes or no?
Am I still able to take his? I said I would drink both.
He goes, you're more than welcome to have a secondary shot, but I would like him to take one.
Darren feels so fishy about why.
What happens at the saw pools stays at the saw pools.
All right. Based on my previous insight that they don't mean us harm, and he's helping us, I'll go ahead and take the shot.
Constitution saving throw.
Was
But
it?
when I do, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look at the girl. I'm gonna give her a little wink.
Yeah,
I'm
baby.
gonna say, "This is for you."
Irina will remember that.
Okay, so what you're gonna do now is roll me a persuasion check, but you will get advantage on it if your Constitution saving throw is high enough. This is basically like, do you make a face when you take this shot or not?
All right. So
Okay,
con save first, and
con
then
save first. Now
Get aura.
decide.
Okay, but I was
Or
going to
farm.
ask,
Yeah.
is it the same flask?
Yeah, she hands it to you. You take a shot,
Yes.
and then she goes to hand him a shot.
So would there have been an opportunity for me to give him a different flask?
Sleight of hand.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is D&D. There's opportunities for everything. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
After I took mine and knowing that I was going to be handing it over, I would have gone into a rage, which would have kind of made sense, like me flaring up after drinking this vine shine.
Looks like fuel on a fire.
Yeah.
Tracking.
How have you described your rage to me? Your fire blares out.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Sleight of
I feel like it
hand.
tracks.
Right, tracks. This is Cody's
Is
world.
going
He will
to be-
railroad you whenever he wants.
This is our world. I mean, mainly mine, a little bit yours, but like
Dirty
all-
20.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Oh, wait. I have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, sorry, not 20 here.
That one.
14.
Give me her
I'm
perception.
sorry.
What's her passive?
Well, there's 12 people sitting at the fire.
What's all 12 of their perceptions put together?
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
average out.
That's not good. You're definitely about to get caught.
I'm gonna average out their perceptions. I'm basically give them all +2. Okay. So what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay. So I'm gonna roll these 12 times.
Holy fuck.
Wait.
There's 12 people sitting at the fire.
Here, just do this.
You're going to roll 12 total dice.
12 total dice.
You got this?
You're not going to roll 8 of them 12 times.
I need. Hold on. That's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. 11,
I'm not giving you any others.
Try to give him a D6.
I'll
12.
give him a D12.
Did you hand me a D12?
No.
That's an
God damn it,
automatic.
Cody,
If
roll.
it's the wrong dice, you have the automatic fail. Okay, so they all have a +2. So you want all of these to be 12 or under?
Not gonna happen.
You said average, so you take them all and you.
No,
divide
I'm,
it
no,
I'm
out.
he's
taking the
giving their
averages of. They
bonus.
all have different perceptions, and
Like,
I'm averaging.
someone's
out
got a
the-
+5, someone's got a negative, someone's got a
I'm just
0.
averaging them all to +2 instead of sitting down and doing all the math.
I hate disadvantage.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Damn it, Jack. You
Those
fucked
are
with
out. Well, there's a 19, a 15, a 19,
Not
a
one.
14, and that one. You didn't know. That dude's drunk as fuck. So there's a 15.
Yeah, they're all drunk. This is a disadvantage.
Oh
Which
my
one's
god.
the girl?
Whose
There's
dice rolled high? I need
Mine.
to know whose kids.
Mines were low.
mine. I got 2 19s on my die.
I had a 5. I had a
Mine,
7.
mine rolled low. Mine did good. My children did well.
Well, there's 4 19s and a 15, okay? So you're all pretty fucked.
That
You're
doesn't
all.
look like
What do you mean you're
disadvantage
all? I did nothing.
Me.
Yeah, motherfucker. Hey, that's fine.
I accepted. I said I was willing to
Stop
take
it.
a shot.
We just
Is
hold
this my
hands.
dice? This white one?
Yes.
Okay. So you go to switch out. Explain to me how you're switching out the flask.
I think with the fire erupting, I think it's kind of easy to like
Like an ooh.
try to conceal my movements. And
Super easy to do.
as I'm handing you the other flask, I'm like, for the holy man, and it's a flask of holy water.
Nice.
Go ahead and take a swig out of it.
Can I do an investigation to see if I notice that?
No.
Railroad.
I don't notice it at all.
You have a passive perception of what?
23.
You beat it. You notice it.
Okay. I feel like I would take it, and I'd be legit. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it and faking it in front of them. I'd be like, no, I know I normally don't drink Kalthar, and I appreciate you, but I think it's time to earn some trust tonight.
You say that, and you hear a couple claps. Like, we like an honest man here. Go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw for taking the shot.
God damn it, Josh.
6. I cannot roll over a 10 on a con save ever.
You got a 6.
6.
Okay. You can make your persuasion check with disadvantage.
All right, let's go. Oh, great already. 6.
You take this shot. Boom! It is the heart. It is moonshine, right? Like your eyes start turning up, and you go to wink at the girl. And you're like, maybe a little bit of thoughts coming up, and she just goes, "Okay," and then she goes like, she takes a big swig out of it and goes,
I think I do the thumbs up
yeah,
too.
yeah. She's like, yeah. She takes a big swig out of it, and she goes, "Are you guys hungry? Do you want any food?" That was your second failed save. You have disadvantage on your next roll.
First roll. Just
He
first
did
roll.
the next thing he rolls, he has disadvantage on it,
Easy.
and this will progressively get. It's not going to be a. I'm not going to make this like a full exhaustion thing, right?
Roll inside.
But the more you fail these, like the progressive, like progressively, it'll get worse for you as it goes,
Okay.
until eventually it turns into a level of exhaustion event, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But your next roll will have disadvantage, and so even if you have advantage on the roll, it's going to negate all of that, and it's going to go to disadvantage. It's not going to go flat or nothing. It's going to be a disadvantage
Okay.
roll.
Okay. Got you.
He goes, "Wow, you took it. You tried to be a little sneaky guy." He comes up and kind of like, "We got you for a little sneaky fire guy."
Pulls his
didn't
cheeks like a
you?"
grandma. Do-do-do-do.
Back over to you. What are you doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping? You fall asleep?
Fall asleep.
Roll me another charisma saving throw.
On up. Ooh, 18 on the die.
You fall
But I have
asleep.
a 20.
Yeah, that's
charisma
our-
saving
that's
throw
gonna be
plus
fine.
8. Yeah.
So you fall asleep, and you go into a dream. You're walking up the road, and you're surrounded by trees on side. There's a weird mist falling over you, and you're looking around, and you're with a group of people. There's other knights with you. You look off to your left.
My comrades.
Your comrades. You look behind you a little bit, and you think you notice, is that That's Darren over there. You're looking around. Wait. You recognize this place. You've been here before. You've been here before. You start hearing the howls off in the distance. A sinking gut feeling. You start hearing running feet. You start hearing all your party friends are going, wait, what's going on? The howls are getting more and more and louder and louder. And wolves start to rush out of the forest at you. This is where it happened. This is where your party was ambushed. This is where you and Darren got separated and all the rest of your friends fell. As the wolves start tearing into your friends, ripping them to shreds, you get ready to go. Not this time. This time, you stay strong. This time, you follow your oath. This time, you die or you win. You go to swing into the first wolf, and they all turn to mist. The mist swirls them together into a gigantic, masked woman floating above you. Mother Night, the Raven Queen herself, floating, looking down at you.
Immediately dropping my weapon and bowing.
You made the right decision this time. If you could do it all over again, Dormir, is this what you would do?
Yes.
So why didn't you do it the first time?
I wasn't ready.
We're never ready. We're rarely ever ready to do what needs to be done in the moment. 5 of your friends died that day. And the 6th separated from almost a year, and you never even looked for him. He never looked for you. You let fear win, being here for none but an hour. You expect now to be able to do what needs to be done after being in this place for a year.
I'm ready.
You're ready. We shall see, my child. We shall see. I have something I need of you, Dormir. This land is not what it seems. You're being led astray. My strength is weakened in this place. I'm not strong enough to fully break through the globe he has, the control that he has. I need your help. Your friend Darren. There's something I need to give to him. There's
Anything.
something he needs.
Anything.
Tell him what he seeks is in the living house. And then
Wake up in like a
then
cold
you
sweat.
wake up in a cold sweat and the dream starts to fall. You are going to sleep through the night. You will wake up in the morning. What did you get on your Christmas saving throw?
Oh, it was like
It was like
the
over
last
it was
one was a
18
17.
plus 8. So it
Okay,
was fucking
you
incredible.
will still get the effects of a long rest.
Bet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Um,
That was sick.
I'm right.
back over to you guys. You guys are chilling at the party. This is his whole night. That's it.
Yeah.
That your character's done. You guys are still partying as he's like sleeping and dreaming. So what are you guys doing?
I think we just kind of continue to go over the cards with the guy and get
Okay,
as much.
roll me another
as possible.
persuasion check for the next one.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, baby. 14s. It's got to count for
Nice.
an 20.
14.
It's an at 20. What are the
So what do you
odds?
ask him? What do you say?
1 in 2,000.
Card 3. So I think I'm starting to slur a little bit. Sorry, I don't drink.
I
This
can
is-
tell, my good friend.
A little much for me.
I drink.
Slur. I thought I said
There was a
quite
reason
well.
why Calathar attempted to take my shot for me.
A true friend, Cavatar, hits you like embers fly off. Like slap you in the back. Spicy.
So
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
number 3, the card was the priest. She said to find the sun sword in a castle amid a place of supplication.
Oh, yeah, that's your place of supplication, right?
Beast.
And David doesn't know what supplication means.
Food.
There you go.
What is it?
Begging. The action of asking or begging earnestly or
Oh.
humbly.
So what did she say about the sun? She said sun sword.
The sun sword would be in a castle amid a place of supplication.
Interesting.
Place of begging. Wow. There is but one castle There's but one.
All roads lead to Rome.
That's what
I've
it
never heard
feels
of Rome. Where's that at?
He's not here.
like. It's
I'm
a
usually a
small
message.
backwater town on the east side of Denver.
He goes, there's only one castle. I don't know what she means by place of begging or place of supplication, but there's but one castle
I
left.
feel like Barovia fits that
No
pretty
shit.
well. But do you know anything of this sun sword? What it looks like? Can you give us any?
I don't. I'm sorry, friend. Just so you know, mechanically speaking, he rolled a 6 on this history check.
Oh shit.
I'm
It's
giving you guys. I'm giving him
Yeah.
like he's making history checks or whatever checks.
Kind of mainly to be like, okay, I don't want to just go for any random sword. but
Right.
Yeah.
If it's not like on a
Does it look
wall-
like me, but a sword?
Yeah.
I mean, it's called the Sun Sword. Most swords that have a name look pretty cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pretty cool. Be a lot
Okay.
cooler if you did.
And then what do you know of the Don John?
Don John.
That was
That
our
was
fourth card
next.
pulled.
That was next. Did she say anything about it?
He
pretty
would be a
cool.
young man surrounded by wealth and madness, but that he would come to help us and be an ally.
Well, surrounded by wealth. Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, baby. You persuaded me, baby.
That gives him advantage, right?
Facts. It's actually
Yes. So basically, yeah, good job figuring out the mechanics. Basically, your persuasion checks will decide if he's rolling his history checks straight with advantage or with disadvantage.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So
Let's go.
that's how this is like,
I like
and this
it.
is how the information.
Okay.
Good job, Zach. Nice, dude.
I was just being hopeful.
you miss 100% of shots you don't take.
So he goes, wow. Well, obviously, Castle Ravenloft is gonna have a lot of wealth, but this surrounded by madness and what?
Wealth and madness.
Well, there's nobody with wealth really in the village of Barovia. I think we can rule that out. Krezik has some wealth. And you could call the whole village mad for, or the whole town mad for thinking that they're safe. But really,
What about Falaki?
there is the Lady Watcher has significant wealth. The Burgomaster there has significant wealth. Both the Lady Watcher and the Burgomaster have both been called mad for many reasons. That's not a bad reasoning, Talata. You might find whoever you're looking for in Vallaki.
Okay. We will double our efforts there. And then I think we need no more help with our last one. She said our final card was the Raven, and our final battle will take place at the Mother's Tomb.
His face darkens.
I think I say it solemnly too, like I don't say it jovially.
Like
that's a heavy
you know the
thing for-
grave.
The Mother's Tomb.
Would Darren know anything about where that's at, personally, before asking him for where it's at? 'Cause
You
that might be a little power move he tries
Can I
to
see
pull.
can I see this real quick? Yeah.
Sorry. Oh shit.
You're good. We're gonna get to that in a second. You can roll me a.
History with advantage
Yeah, baby.
and a +10.
Yeah, baby.
You can roll me a flat.
Sounds fair
history
to
check.
me.
+3. You get a +3. 14.
17.
You're not. You don't. That really like. There's no places that are popping out to your mind.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
There's the Mother's Tomb. You said you don't need help on this.
I mean, I don't need help figuring out what it means, but I might need help finding where it's at. I've never.
Roll me a persuasion check real quick.
That's not something that they've taught us in the churches. It's talked about, but it's never. Oh, I rolled 2 dice. I don't know why I rolled 2 dice. I'm sorry, Michelle.
The churches.
11.
Uh,
In our holy places. I don't know if church is the right word.
Why would
It's the right word.
Our worshiping houses.
Why would? Interesting. Yes, the Mother's tomb. I'm sorry, I don't know where that would be located. Yes, I apologize for that one. Just mechanically speaking, he rolled a 2 on that history check. So
Fair.
um,
Well,
This-
thank you
yeah,
for
I
your
apologize. I
guidance
didn't share.
and
Yes.
your help so far. You've been an
Now
invaluable
you
help.
both owe me another shot.
I'll do 2.
Full send.
I like this guy. 2 Constitution saving throws.
Failure is new character.
I can't turn you down at this point, sir. I'll take my one and then I'll be off to bed.
Perfect.
24 and 16.
You passed the first one. I will let you decide on the second one if you start to feel something or not.
Can I give myself guidance for this one? Because I like know what's coming at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a saving throw, and guidance is only for ability checks.
Damn it! Yes. Ah.
Sorry. Actually,
I'm
Big fucking bummer.
did you fail?
14.
That's a fucking fail.
Disadvantage on your next roll.
No worries.
Good thing you didn't take 2, right?
I would say I passed this one just because of my rage.
Perfect. Yeah, it was. So 15 was the saving for it. So you had a 16. I was gonna let you say like I can just choose to take it because you're like
Yeah.
5 or 6 shots in or whatever. Okay, awesome. The party keeps going through. They're getting more and more drunk. You say you're going off to bed.
Yep.
He goes. You're all gonna have to share a tent though. It's a pretty decent sized tent, but there is he goes like that's the tent that we've had them set up for you. So like it's not. I won't say like basically like you guys are here at the fire, and he like points. Here's Madame Ava's tent. He like points like this tent, like
Yeah.
you guys can go crash like over here.
I just go snuggle up and I go butt to butt with Dormir.
What's
boy.
what, Dormir?
A
Calatar,
little bit
are you
hot.
going to bed or are you partying?
I'm gonna sit around the fire and see if I see any of the images
Mm.
in the fire.
I do my nightly prayers.
Mm,
I
Okay,
send off my.
perfect.
Thanks.
Everybody.
except for me.
So, you're sitting at the fire and you're looking for what?
Seeing if I can see any of the images from before in the fire, like any of the stories being told in the fire.
Tracking.
But
He's-
like if they're being organic or like if someone is telling a story in
Throwing
the
smoke
fire.
into him.
I would say, yeah, let's say that. Yeah, let me get back to you, actually. I like that. We're going to go to you. Roll me a religion check for saying your nightly prayers.
Why does this have to be the one with this?
Disadvantage.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Can I give myself guidance on this one?
It was just sitting.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna steal one of these little nutties.
You can. I tried to put them close to you so you can help yourself to those cups.
I'm not a big fan of nuts, so
Oh my god, I'm just surrounded by everybody's nuts.
they're
My
salty
boy.
too.
Terrible.
Unwashed.
I was fucking 2 because of the disadvantage, and then 9 total.
Even with your
Six
guidance?
Yeah.
I
I rolled a 2 because of the disadvantage.
I'm gonna say like you probably have had a little bit too much to drink and your heart's not really in it. You're just kind of going through the motions, saying the word.
We all
You
went.
know what I'm saying? Like somebody who says grace and it's just kind of like thank
Oh, yeah,
you
he's
for
drunk
the
as fuck
yeah.
at this point.
You're just
so
kind of
yeah.
like going through your motions and then you go to sleep. Talatar. I'm gonna have you make a roll, and it's gonna decide how well of a sleep that you got from after drinking what you drink, right?
Okay.
Because you failed a couple of times. So make me a
I had 2 shots all night.
and
a
you
lot.
failed both.
It's not how much. It's
And
how
then you had a
handle it.
drink. Okay, let's just do another con save. We'll do a low DC. Yeah, go for it.
16.
16.
Fucked.
Yeah, you'll get your effects of a long rest.
Okay.
It
didn't really need them, but I'd rather just not get the effects of not.
Why would you say that? Now he's gonna be like, well, now you didn't get it. If you didn't need it.
You can't go back on his word. It was recorded.
So I think
We have witnesses.
Nikolai
Stop.
gets up and he
Rewind.
goes, does anybody have any suggestions for a story? I feel like telling one. It's story time here now.
Is he kind of like right next to me?
I would say so. You're probably sitting close to him.
I think I wouldn't
think
say it
that would
aloud, but
probably
I'd kind of
wake up to
whisper
the
in his
story.
ear a
I'm
little
all
bit, and
about
be
it.
like, Tell me the
We'll send.
story of Irina.
That, my friend, now that is a sorrowful tale. He blows this powder stuff that you guys have probably have seen him use. Like he pulls pictures out of fire. Irina's face flies up, and then a second face, and he goes, Irina. I will say this is the last thing you can make with your rage on. Roll me a persuasion check. So at disadvantage,
Seeing Irina put him out of his range.
That's gonna be a 5.
your rage doesn't help you with
I get a +4, but I rolled a 1 and a 6.
That's fucking rough.
Thanks for exhaustion, Cody.
Yeah, no shit. Just handing it out like candy, Josh.
He goes.
Failure is fun.
True.
So he pulls up Irina and he goes, a princess.
Ooh.
In a weird term, a Burgin Master's daughter. The love interest of our great Lord Strahd.
Uh-oh.
Oh, her troubled life. Where did she come from? Who knows?
Where did she go? Where did she
Did you just pull out Cotton Eye Joe on me right now?
That's what you did, bro. You did.
Where did she come from? Where did she go? Irina, the dirty
It
hoe.
went through my mind, and we locked eyes, and then the whisper.
Sorry.
She and then like as he's saying this, like there's like pictures of like her, pictures of Strahd like coming and talking to her, pictures of Strahd biting her one time. He's
Uh-oh.
like the interest of the love interest of Strahd,
Super sensual.
Mm-hmm. They're not good.
said to remind her of his long lost love. There's not much to tell about her other than
Tragedy.
that Strahd seems to find her endearing and loving. And
So you haven't heard the stories of her being the identity of a long lost lover from the past?
as you say this, he adds more pictures, and you see like images, like a time clock of Barovia start like going backwards and like reversing back in time, and Irina whisk away, and she appears again in different clothing, like an older style of clothing, and she's walking around in Barovia, and like you can tell it's the village of Barovia, but the houses are newer. They're not as destroyed. And he goes, we've all heard the stories. There's no way to know the truth. Maybe there is, but I don't know it. She reminds him of a love that got away. The love that got away wasn't his to begin with. This woman, I don't know if this woman ever truly loved Strahd himself. There is some slight rumors, and then Strahd kind of Strahd was coming and talking to this woman, and then Strahd, his images go away, and a man who looks like Strahd but is not Strahd. He goes, there's images that his brother and this woman were in love, and then the brother goes away, and you see Madame Eva, a young version of her. The sister is said to have watched this weird love triangle show out until it led to ruin to the family. It is said, and then it keeps rolling, like, then all of a sudden a banquet hall appears, and there's like people everywhere, and it says that Strahd was throwing a party, and that maybe this woman and his brother, the rumors that it was supposed to be their marriage, and Strahd changed his mind at the very last second. You see Strahd walking around, and he looks younger, or no, he looks the same age, but he's not pale. He looks, he's got color in his face, and he's like vibrant through the smoke images. He's walking around. He's acting. His mannerisms seem a little bit different than the mannerisms you have seen. And he goes, rumor has it, he made a deal with the devil. And then he shows him in a room over like a cauldron, and like mist within the smoke of like he's making like this thing, and he's like doing like some weird chants, and he's like, and then the more smoke swirls around, the figure of Strahd himself and then like consumes him, and then all the images go away and he goes, "These are all just rumors. None can be verified. None know for true. You know the Barovians have to talk to keep themselves occupied as they toy their fields and pull their potatoes and drink their wine. All rumors, Calathar. Nothing I would really go down chasing. Not worth your time, my friend."
And all stories come from somewhere. And then I think Calathar gonna head to the tent.
He bids you good night. What do you do when you get to the tent? I'm gonna say your rage is gone.
I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
Okay, roll me.
I passed every single.
I know.
Just had to let you know, Cody.
I know. Don't you worry about me. Don't you?
Cathar's done this once or twice.
One sec.
You're like Bender from Futurama. You literally
Fucking love
run
Bender.
on alcohol. You
Yeah.
need it to fuel
Yeah,
the
more
internal
so.
combustion.
Shut up, baby.
Yeah. So
I
do
know
you
it.
you don't do anything? You just go to bed.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and take a long rest.
Hell yeah, brother.
My fucking thing is gone. Charm.
Yeah, you're all good. We long rested.
My charm is still in effect.
24 hours.
24.
Fuck. Even through a long rest, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's utter craziness. Utter craziness.
You guys wake up. A little bit of light coming through the door of the tent.
Oh yeah, I'm waking up in a sweat from
Mhm.
my visions. And we're touching butts, right?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
farting.
shaking you awake. I'm like, oh my god,
Stinky ass farting.
oh my god, wake up. I had a talk with our goddess, the Raven Queen herself, spoke to me.
She spoke to you?
Spoke to me.
What did
and
she
she
say?
said it was first off,
Did she give us a mission? Did she
she
tell
gave
us? Did she give
you
us help?
a mission. She said, you, my friend, need to seek what you're seeking in the living house.
The
So-
living house.
Maybe we share that.
Would that have sparked anything in Calathar's mind when he says living house?
All right.
David has a thought of what it means, but would
Yeah.
Darren.
Because Calathar would have been the only one that has been.
I'm probably wrong in what I think it might be, but I have like a.
You're probably right.
Is it
Raven.
this?
That's probably it.
Roll me a history check.
Disadvantage?
Can I roll?
Didn't you lose a level of exhaustion?
Yeah, I still have one.
It's really rough, buddy.
That's a bummer.
So
Yeah, roll
that's
a
a
series
dirty
roll.
one.
A dirty one.
A dirty one?
The living house. I don't even think you really notice.
Okay.
Like you're not really even. I don't think you're paying enough attention to the house for it to click off.
Kind of hungover.
I rolled a 15 for history.
Living house.
Or would it be a different one for me? I feel like history.
Could I give him help?
15 history, right? Living house. Tell me what does David think it is?
Is it the first house that
In Brovio.
they went in Barovia? The one that we were calling
The
like
one that was Monster House.
What was the family?
The murder house. Oh,
Yeah,
the
murder
the
house. That was what we were calling.
fuck, I had the crest on Caelim's greatsword. I forget. The Durst.
The
Durst Manor.
family,
Yes.
Yeah.
Durst Manor.
Is that it? That was what I was saying.
On a 15, you feel like that may be a possibility, but it doesn't. It's not like gripping you. Like you're saying, I've heard of the Durst house before, and I've heard like, like it does weird things. Maybe that's it. And you're like, I'm not. It doesn't like. It's not like when you think of an idea and you're like, yes, that is it, right? Like,
Okay.
like it's a possibility.
Heard tell.
You guys hear arguing outside of the tent as you're like waking up. You
This
hear
is-
some you hear arguing.
Let's go check that
You
out.
hear some like voices.
The voices in my head, they keep telling me-
Donnie, are you awake?
That man is fucking out.
You look around and Donnie is gone.
Wow. My bunny, he was on my chest. We were gonna fuck.
Did you wake up cold? Is that what woke you
Yeah.
up?
I didn't even use a blanket because it was my heater, and then he took off, and now my nipples are hard. It's kind of sucked.
He sleeps on you, but he's Kaladar's best friend. That's what's so funny about it.
Well, you got
He's
burned
my
the last
play
time you
bunny.
slept on my chest.
Too hot. Yeah. What do you do when you see Donnie ain't there?
I've had to deal
Donnie.
with
Hold on.
waking up with you being gone like 4 separate times that Gothar just doesn't care anymore.
He's an outside bunny.
People
Gonna let
telling
him come
people
back.
go, if you love them, let them free.
That's what they say.
My other friend died. I killed one of my other friends. It's
You killed one of your friends. Think about what you just said. You killed one of your friends?
Well, if I may interject, it was kind of a tough situation.
You killed one of your friends.
I'm sorry, I missed something. What's happening right now?
We're just kind of chatting.
Okay,
Sick.
so you guys here arguing outside of the tent. You guys are talking about how he murdered one of your party members.
But we haven't quite got to the we part of that
We?
conversation yet.
We, motherfucker!
Whoa, whoa!
hey, you were there too.
I showed up to a corpse.
he showed up as Caleb was dead. It's like really convenient. Caleb died, and all of a sudden Dormir appears in the tree.
What
Hey,
are
what's
the
going on
odds?
over here?
What are the
It's
odds?
so weird. It's
I
like
lost my friend! Holy shit!
Railroad. What do we hear, Cody? We're leaving the tent.
Are you leaving the tent?
Yeah.
Yeah, she entered the tent. And Madam Ava and
Enter the
Nikolai
tent?
are
Oh,
kind of arguing.
we- Before-
Enter the tent.
Like,
before-
you exit the tent.
I would like to maybe, like, as part of my morning wake up, I'd like to do something. Can I do a ritual spell? Would you say I had 10 minutes to do a little morning ritual before we exited the tent?
Depends on how the spell's going to break my game.
It won't break anything. It's augury, which I will receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a course of action I plan to take in the next 30 minutes.
Ooh.
That's fucking exquisite after what I just shared with you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I also prepare a divine smite?
I feel like they're just always prepared.
I'm prepared to rage.
Cost me nothing.
No.
So it basically just says that the DM chooses the omen from the omens table. And I guess my plan of action is
From the omens table.
Where she's directing you.
I have it right here. I was going to read it too. Which I don't know. David's even a little confused right now. Where we are headed to is
A mystery.
So
Castle Barovia,
before
right?
we do that,
We're headed to Krezek, and then we're going to Castle Ravenloft.
What's in Krezek?
Krezek. Okay, so let's talk about this. You guys had another
It
night
has
of
been a
sleep.
couple weeks, I'm sorry.
We have 1 hour.
So this
till-
was the same day that you guys fought
The zombies.
the vampires, right? You fought the vampire in the church, then you fought the
Yes.
zombies, and then
Yes.
you found them, right?
Yes.
So we are now on this day. Okay.
How many days till imminent destruction? Also known as dinner.
T-minus
T-minus 3 days, 2 days.
172 hours.
We're fucked.
Hold on. So there was he gave you the invitation on this day. 1, 2, 3.
Every time we pass those nooses, I'm a little tempted to slip into it. Try it on for size.
Okay, so you're on.
Your neck's too thick.
It might be.
So you guys have 2 more nights before you have to get to dinner.
Fuck.
Okay. So tonight and the next night and then the next day is when your
Dinner.
dinner's when your invitation to Strahd's Castle.
So kind
Speaking of
3
that,
days.
Speaking of that,
Do we know where that's at on the map?
It's Castle Ravenloft.
I have a feeling
Yes.
we're gonna be teleported.
It was not written on my map.
you yeah, you would know. Because your character when you weren't here would talk. There was just that whole thing between Calum, Calicar, and Tatjana.
Okay. Tatiana? You mean
Excuse me?
Irina?
Yeah, Irina. Between
Not
Irina.
her name.
I know.
I
I'm
did the
sorry.
You
same thing.
used her dead name.
I literally did the same thing 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, let me get this
Dead
right now.
name.
You just dead named an NPC, Cody.
Hold on.
You're canceled.
Let
I roll a
me,
nat 20.
let
I
me
get
figure-
to suck your dick, dude.
I need you to do me a favor.
Fuck.
Read me Gentle Repose.
Ooh. That
Anytime,
cannot be good.
friend, anytime.
That cannot be good.
It's like 7 days.
It's like 24 years.
10 days. You touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, 10 days, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead. The spell also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead. since days spent under the influence of this spell don't count against the time limit of spells such as Raise Dead. Full text.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for the viewers. I got super distracted
Didn't
for a
even
second. I'm
listen
gonna
to
need
a
you to have
word
to
you
do that
fucking
again.
said.
I was trying to
He
figure
asked
out-
for
I
it
had
and
the
went,
feeling
"Woo!"
the entire time that nothing was going in. But that's all right. You ready?
No. Sorry.
Why'd he even ask for it?
You ready?
No.
You have 3 more seconds.
You ready now?
Disadvantage. Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
I didn't say shit.
Railroad.
I get advantage.
I'm rolling a stealth check.
Have you guys found
Ah,
anything yet? We ain't
bazookas.
found shit.
Bazookas. Is that what we're going with, David? How many rolls before I... Oh my god! It's like, how many rolls before I finally nat? Fucking second roll in, nat.
Hey, you got a useless nat 20.
No, it wasn't useless.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Can I use this nat 20, Cody?
Perfect.
No. Okay. So
You get a nat 1 automatically for your next roll.
okay.
You weren't far off.
So yeah. Read me Gentle Repose real quick.
10 days.
You touch a corpse or other remains. For the
Mhm.
duration, 10 days, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead. The spell also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence of this spell don't count against the time limit of spells such as Raise Dead.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So cool. I
That
love
cannot
that.
be so cool.
Someone's
really-
dead coming back alive in like 2 days.
Yeah, something like that.
I really-
forget who it
I
is.
really love. everything.
Darren wouldn't forget who it was. So can you
The
give us a
Burgeon Master.
reminder of who it was? It was the
Burgeon
Burgeon Master,
Of
Barovia.
It was the
and
Raven.
then
The Raven dude.
No, you brought him back to life already.
brought him back to
Right,
life.
but he also
And
gentle
Caleb.
reposed him. He
Mhm.
did not gentle repose Caleb.
he did.
He totally did not.
because he came back, right? That was kind of the whole thing. Was they didn't, and then he came back.
You
don't
gentle reposed
Good thing we wrote it down.
the body of Caleb hanging
I did.
from the.
Okay.
from
Okay.
the,
I couldn't remember.
Which Zach has so conveniently told us that was not Caleb.
So I gentle reposed to different bodies.
Somebody, haha.
Yes, you did.
You dirty fucker!
David, why did you put a speaker on this chair that's not doing anything?
I didn't put it down there, and that would explain why I forgot it there.
I was waiting for some sweet.
It does not go in the trash.
What is it?
Here.
What is it called? The fucking anime girl music. I can't think of what it's called. Nightcore. Nightcore.
Okay.
Sounds fucking Nightcore.
Okay. So you want to talk to me more about this ritual spell that you're casting?
Yes, augury. So now that I kind of have an idea where we're going and all of that, and we're headed towards Vallaki, it's basically
So you're about a trip away, about a day's trip from Vallaki still, because you traveled 1 day from Barovia and ended up here, right?
Yeah.
It's. I'm going to state
if
this
anybody
again.
wants to look at the map of
I don't
where
want there to be any confusion
Ravenloft
again.
is in comparison.
You know that it's from Barovia to Vallaki. It's roughly 2 days. From Vallaki to Krezik, it's roughly 2 days. Also from Vallaki to the wine place is roughly 2 days, right? So you know, like, if you're going to Krezik, that's going to take you 2 days, 3 days basically from here to get to Krezik.
So I don't know
guess
if
we
we
have
have
to
enough
go to
time.
Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go to Vallaki, spend a day in Vallaki, and then get there. If you look at the map, like it's
We could
Ravenloft is pretty close to Vallaki.
We could also hit up your boy before we went to Ravenloft, the Revenant.
No, because that's past Vallaki.
Is
Yeah.
it? Oh.
It'd be a 2 day trip there. Actually, I think I did my math wrong though, because it was a 7-day invite, right?
No.
He said you have 7 days. So let me double check my math and see if I was right about how many nights you guys had, right?
It was DMs.
So he gave it on this day. That's 1, 2.
Did you log where we're at
4,
right now?
5,
with the
6.
Visanti?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
Madam
apologize.
Where?
You have 1, 2. You have 3 nights.
Oh, I see.
You have 3 nights left, not 2. I did my math wrong. Thanks for
Okay, okay.
catching me. So you have roughly today 4 days. You have the whole. This is in the morning time. So you have the whole of today and then 3 more days after today.
But it doesn't sound like we can spend 2 days, 3 days going to Krezik and then
We'd
going
get to Krezik and then back to Vallaki. We wouldn't be able to get probably to Ravenloft. So yeah, I think we end up.
Unless
we just
we're on
head towards
horses.
Vallaki. We'll waste a day in Vallaki eventually, and then
Okay.
Just waste it.
most
Show up and fucking
So
sleep.
for the spell I'm casting here, I'll let you kind of look at the table, Cody. Oh, magical DM, sir. I would
Still
like
Don't
to
butter
receive.
me up now.
I would like to receive an omen about the results of a course of action. The course of action specifically um, is the direction that we're heading towards Castle Ravenloft. Specifically, if I can be specific about Ravenloft, is that where I'm going to find what the Raven Queen is asking of me? After hearing this message, Darren's in such a like mode of trying to find his way back to God that these kind of motives are almost secondary. They were primary because he feels like these are what align with serving his original mission. But as soon as he hears that message, he's like, okay, I have to make sure that what I'm doing actually is what she's
Within her want.
So let me. You want to know if you're on the right path to find what she told him.
Yeah.
Where does she want us to go?
So this omen table can't give you like go here, go
Right,
do this.
right.
So you're saying, do I need is
Does
where
it feel like Castle Ravenloft is the right place?
Where's she pulling us?
Does that feel like that's the right place to?
She didn't
Because
say.
the message that I got from Doramir was just keep on the path you're going. Go to where
She said
you're
living
already
house.
and so I'm not sure whether to take that as Ravenloft, but that's what I'm thinking. So it's basically like, is that good or bad? Will that be good or bad to go to Ravenloft?
roll me a religion check.
With advantage because of his ritual.
And because of what I
Sure.
gave him.
All right, let's do that. Nah, it didn't work. 13.
You get a wheel and
Don't
will.
worry about it.
You get a wheel and will, Philly.
Okay.
Like, and I think on a 13 with that religion check, you're able to decipher that as like, it is a truly yes and no. Like, you have to go to Ravenloft. That is not necessarily like
What she wants?
yes. Like, there are things at Ravenloft, the castle, that it's yes and no.
Okay.
You're not entirely sure.
Okay.
Is anybody else doing anything in the tent before you guys exit the tent?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm ready to roll.
You guys leave the tent and you see Madame Ava and Mikolaj. What did I name him? Mikolai? Mikolai arguing.
Nikolai.
Nicola.
No, it was Mikolai because I
Eldring.
kept thinking Nikolai.
It is definitely Mikolai. That's what I have written down.
Nikolai.
Notes.
Madam Ava, bitch. Number 2.
So they're just kind of like bickering back and forth.
But like, that's my bitch. Like she's cool.
Cool.
We're gonna get canceled.
Yes,
We
bitch.
don't even have 100 followers, and we're gonna get canceled.
We're getting our channel deleted.
Just those two. I
Just
didn't say
us-
shit.
You and I can keep playing.
Hey, we're past the 1 minute mark. We're not going to get defunded.
Oh yeah, like we have so much funding.
Yeah, that's how we bought our super fancy camera.
Our map.
Yeah, that's how I
Sounds
quit
dope.
my job and get to do this full time. Anyway,
Listen,
We are going to walk out, I think, and find out what the arguments are about.
roll me. Everybody, right now, you get the one investigation or perception check.
see which one fucking has a higher. That was out of the trade, Cody.
It doesn't count. That
That's
just
a
doesn't-
9.
Very nice.
Very 9.
And that one,
God damn you! This game
If I
sucks.
didn't have
I'm just racked
disadvantage, I
about
would have had
the
a
ritual
15.
spell. What could it mean? Good and bad.
You said
Yes, and-
investigation or perception?
Mm-hmm.
They're both shit. 8 investigate perception.
None of you broke a 10.
No.
I have disadvantage
Oh, I
and
did.
a minus
I got
3.
a 12.
Can I roll with advantage?
You got a 12.
I rolled in that one.
It's rough, buddy.
What the fuck does that mean?
We
What does
honor
that
Nats
mean?
Here. We honor Nats. I'm sorry.
That's
If you want the
beautiful.
nat 20 on ability checks, you get the nat 1s on
That's
ability
beautiful.
checks. Oh, it's real rough. buddy.
Railroad.
You still got a 12?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Railroad.
Railroad. You guys wanted the honor the nats on ability check.
Let me
here's the
re-roll.
question, though, and
Okay. So you did your little ritual thing. Where did we leave off right before the break?
We're
We were
getting
walking
ready to-
right out of the tent.
Madam
coming into
Ava
the-
is in an argument with Mikolai,
We rolled our investigations and
and
did
they were
terrible.
all shit.
Okay, yeah. So as you walk up, I think the only thing you're able to pick up is basically like, you hear Madam Ava whisper, "Don't do it again," and that's it.
Can I ask him?
You just walk up in front of Madam
I
Ava
think-
and ask.
No.
them.
Well, if they're, I imagine you said that's it, right? They're probably just.
I
farting.
think
No,
Darren.
no, they
would
stop
have talked-
talking as you walk up. But they stay next to each other. Like the conversation just ends.
I think Darren would have had a little bit of a conversation with Thormir about like, hey buddy, we need to use a little bit more tact in some of our social situations. And while straightforwardness is appreciated in some, maybe deftness appreciated in others. And then I think when we flash back to this moment, I just kind of like give you a look like this is one of those moments that I'm talking about.
Kind of like a little like elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that?
Don't let this guy drink. Or this guy.
So Nikolai goes, "Hello, friends.
Good morning, friend.
I trust that your sleep was good. I need everybody to retroactively roll me perception checks with disadvantage as they were sleeping.
Fuck you.
Can't use my passive.
You're sleeping.
I got my first nat of the session, Cody, and you give me disadvantage. You're a terrible person. Terrible
Sorry.
person.
I'm okay.
You said perception?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Terrible person. 15.
17.
I'll let you choose. I got a 2 and a 4.
Fat.
Oh, give him the 4.
Throw the boy a bone.
You said
Throw the
disadvantage.
boy a bone.
Well, I know you meant for Calathar advantage, right?
You can have the.
Cody, I had a nat. Cody, I had a nat.
That's really
Take
rough.
away my disadvantage.
Man, that's really, really rough for you. I'm sorry that
They're
happened.
terrible. I know. Me too. 15. What do I see in my slumber?
You got 15.
I got a 17.
It's 9 plus
You got a
6. Am I-
17?
Am I tripping on my math? 9 plus 6.
Okay.
15.
I might think Donnie's still here.
Oh, yeah, what would Donnie get?
He
Can
got
we just
kidnapped.
use Donnie's
Wait!
passive?
How wouldn't I have seen him move if my perception was so good?
Donnie?
Yeah.
You
roll a
I'm
stealth check.
actually kind of trying to decide if Donnie's there right now or not. I don't know, cause like I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
roll a
He's
con-
there. Mechanically speaking, if you were to get into a fight or something like that, he's there, but he's not going to be active in any role playing situation.
Yeah.
He's mechanically speaking. If you guys get into a combat scenario, you can use him. If somebody wants to roll him
Can I roll a d6?
for what?
Just to roll it.
Sure.
Thanks, Cody.
What'd you get?
1.
One.
You take 1 point of
That's
damage.
one gigantic foot comes from the sky.
New character.
Character number 3.
Yeah, baby.
So yeah, what are you guys doing in this moment? Ooh,
What did anybody? What my perception check did? Right?
Yeah. I got the 17.
I had a 15 and a nat 20.
as you guys hear the argument die down,
Mhm, mhm.
you all look. You're wondering what's going on as you're like putting on your clothes. Like you're coming out of the tent. You're like buckling on your belts, your boots, and you all realize none of you have your weapons.
Well, I don't
Um,
realize this.
You
But it kind of makes sense because I
Sure
was
doesn't.
already going to approach Madam Ava about my weapon anyway,
okay? No, you notice that your weapon is gone.
even on my 2. I mean,
No,
4.
so okay. Above table talk, that was to see if you would catch it happening.
I do also have a short bow. So my main maul. So
Your
my
main-
con,
My 17 didn't catch a cap. All right.
Bet.
Sneaky little shit.
That's facts.
Yes.
That's facts.
So your weapons are gone. You know that your weapons are gone. You go to put them on. They're gone.
My bow is also gone,
Your
or just
You-
my
oh, you-
main hand weapon.
your main attack weapons. If you guys have like a short bow or like a small
stays.
knife or something like that, those are still there. But like your main weapons, like your axe would be gone.
My
My
mace.
maul.
Your mace and your maul.
Would it be since I'm a cleric, would they go for my mace or
Your hands.
like my religious
I am the weapon.
Yeah.
They
Take
were
me,
very
bitch.
nice. Okay. Now you realize that as you all start to realize, like I don't know how your characters feel about it.
Pissed.
I think my plan doesn't change. I'm still approaching Madam Ava.
She goes, "Oh, Palatha, good morning, my sweetie.
I think I bring it up to you. It's like,
I was going to have
I'm like
one last request
Borderline
before we
rage.
made
I'm like,
our.
why is my
out of
fucking
town.
weapon gun?
I have this staff here, and I wanted to know if you could put my blade of my axe using some magic faster than a blacksmith, but appears my axe has already disappeared anyway.
I can't attach anything, but also I don't think that I would do that for you anyway. As I was just telling my friend Mikolai here, we really don't offer too much aid to outsider. Your fortune is normally the most that I would give. I don't normally explain them in the ways that Mikolai went ahead and explained them to you last night. Isn't that right, Mikolai? And you look and you see Mikolai like looking down, like ashamed or like dejected, like he's
Kind of
like
a kick dog.
kind
he's
of like
gonna
a
get
kicked dog.
punished later.
Yeah. So she goes, we don't really help the outsiders more. I'm more than happy to read your fortune, but to explain it or
It's
to
like-
give you magic weapons, I see. Is that a Gular staff?
Of course.
May I? Did you come across one of them?
Can I insight her? She's screaming me the fuck out. I don't like her.
Anybody right now is your only chance to insight her.
I want to inside as well. Yeah.
No helping each other.
I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm expecting.
I got a 18. 25. Holy fuck.
-1.
Damn it!
-1. I don't even know how to role play that.
You died. You died. You have a brain aneurysm.
I think you're falling in love with Madame Ava. I'm not sure.
Under
I
her
think you're
spell.
falling in love with her.
Oh my god.
What'd you guys get?
25.
These Vasanti women, they
18.
know what they're doing.
18,
I would know.
18.
25. You get the like.
She's creeping me the fuck out.
She's telling you the honest to God's truth. She doesn't help.
Is she mad at us or mad at him?
Yeah, like
She's mad at
what?
him.
What happened
mad at
in the
him.
night before where
That's-
she was so willing to give us everything, and now she's like, we don't help outsiders.
She has helped us in everywhere she always would have.
Yes, that's on your 25. That's exactly what you get. Any adventurers or outsiders who would have came to her would have gotten the same amount of help that you guys got. You would have got your fortunes read. She'd give you a little bit of information, but she wouldn't have explained in detail what the fortunes meant.
Right.
She wouldn't have given you weapons. She wouldn't have given you magic holy items.
I will not elaborate.
Huh?
I will not
I will-
elaborate.
yeah, basically like, hey, there's a raven somewhere. No more information.
Good luck, have fun.
Figure it out, right? So that's kind of like even on you got your 18 or 19 or wherever you got, you're getting like that same sense. But on 25, you're like, she's not mad at you. She would have
She's
helped you.
Exhausted her help.
This is you on a 25. You get the sense like even no matter how much you beg, you probably won't get anything else out of her.
No, I think at this point Darren would just be trying to like, I apologize for any way that we may have offended you, or in any way that we may have unwittingly coerced Mikolai into revealing information he should not have. That was not our intention. We merely asked questions looking to gain information, and
My child.
no more.
She reaches out an old withered like clawed crooked fingers. Just like think
Fucking
just
old.
old witchy, right? Almost hag like
Mm.
almost right, like
Yeah.
just like she like strokes your face. She goes,
Mm.
"Oh my sweet Karen, I didn't do anything wrong. You but asked, and were given what you asked. That is not your fault. But I think it might be time for you to leave my camp for the time. I'm sure. No, I know. We will meet again.
Sure,
I
we'll
wish
leave
you-
as soon as we retrieve our weapons.
Your weapons are missing.
Yeah, he just mentioned that.
Right. He said his weapon was missing.
Yes,
Our
it-
weapons,
It
yeah.
appears all of our weapons
Yeah.
were taken overnight out of our tent.
Mikolai, do you know anything about this? And he looks at Madame Ava. This is the first time I'm hearing of it, madam. And even on, I'm going to say your 25 rolls over. He seems to be telling the truth. Like, they're between those two. It doesn't seem as if like your 20. You guys rolls coming over. Like, they really don't know what that your weapons. Like, they're not a
Yeah.
part of your weapons being gone.
There's no security watching the
Is
camp.
there any way we can be made whole?
I'm going to make a bit of a shout.
Okay.
Dragonborn.
Does anyone want to give me advantage.
Hold on.
Whatever he wants.
In
Give it to
some
the
sort of
man.
way.
Give it to the man. I'll suck his dick.
Look, if there's any way you can signal me and ask for guidance, we'll see how what
I'm giving
we
him
can
help.
do.
You're
But I
making
don't.
a shout.
To the entire camp.
I take it back. I'm scared.
Okay, role
No,
play
I'm
for me
sending.
real quick. And
All
I'll
right,
figure
I'm
out-
gonna go into a rage, and I'm prepared to yell to the entire camp.
Okay, like role play that out for me so I can tell you what role we're making if anybody can help you on the roll.
Like what I'm going to be yelling.
Yeah.
Those of you who can beat me in fisticuffs may keep my axe.
I give him help.
Mm.
I'm about that.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm back to back on that one.
Roll.
If he gives me any sort of cue
He's
before he
yelling.
actually goes and does that, would I be able to?
I went
know
into a
what
rage.
and that would be kind of a cue for me. Just give him a little
Guidance plus help.
He gives him the help. I give him the guidance.
You guys caught me in a favorable mood today.
Which means I'm rolling flat.
God
Fair
damn
enough.
it. Why are we letting this man touch dice?
You guys are catching me very. You can have your guidance. You can have your help.
Let's
You guys
go.
are catching
Guidance
me very.
is D4.
D6.
D4.
Oh, my bad. I've been rolling D6 for never. Because I never get guidance.
All right.
What are you rolling?
I
Intimidation,
guess
right?
intimidation.
Facts.
Maybe persuasion?
It could be a persuasion.
Persuading
But-
them to retrieve or to return lost.
5,
Stolen items.
9. It was only a 12.
You see a bunch of like hungover Visanti like stumble out of their tents and like some of them like wake up from the wagons that are like everywhere around like falls of wagons and like who's yelling so early? And you start looking around the camp and Mikolai goes, friend. There's no reason to exhaust yourself. Listen. No, I swear on my honor, nobody at this camp took your weapons. You would not find them here. I swear on my honor.
You will not find them here.
So you mean to tell us you let
You know more than you're
Something
letting on, brother man.
into our camp, into our tent?
And took our weapons and will not find them here?
Let is a strong word, wouldn't you say? I mean, did you see walls around the camp? I mean, it's not like I can stop people.
Can
from-
I do like an internal check about was that Strahd?
Go ahead and insight check yourself, I guess.
Like just a feeling of. Like,
Are
do
you
is this
Strahd?
what I feel.
Are you my dad?
27.
Holy fuck. Is it Strahd? That's the most like to the cut.
It's. I mean, on a 27, like you feel like everything bad that has happened to you in the past year that you've been here has been like a result of
Is
something.
this man
was
made
it
of cake?
directly Strahd that like apparated in our tent?
There's just
and
no
took
way
our
for you
shit?
to know that.
Is this man
What
cake?
you do know is that vampires have to be invited into a premise. Like invited into a
Oh.
place. That's what you do know.
Would I know if that would pertain to our specific tent, and would it change based on who's sleeping in the tent that night? And if they own the tent and they give him permission,
If you've
once, he
invited
gets
them in
you know,
ever.
like there's minutia to the rules here.
There's a lot of minutia, so that's what you do know. Like there's loopholes to the rules of vampires being invited into places. You can think back on that. You got a really high insight check. You can think back on the Wizard of the Wine fights. Strahd got into the building because one of the crying kids was
Oh.
scared to let him in.
Yeah.
Right. So
Intimidated.
right. So you do know that there is loopholes
Okay. Well,
to it. That's what you do know.
can I ask
You're
him?
not really able to like. You're not like behind like Strahd came in my tent and took
Yeah.
my weapon.
Can I ask him where the nearest like person to equip us with something? We're gonna be traveling. I'm not fisticuffing a fucking wolf. Where can I get a sword?
Well, you could probably buy one in Valakia or Barovia. Ah, I'm sorry. I heard a rumor that the storm Barovia burned down.
Oh, you and your rumors. I love you, dude. This
I still have
fucking
a
guy.
great sword, so
No, it's rusted and withered away.
it is rusted. It is not withered away.
So you mean to tell me that none in your party have any weapons?
You guys just drink and fucking.
Madame Ava looks at you and she goes, like I said, I've already exhausted the limits of the help that I'm willing to give.
Vlaki.
To Valaki. And Darren's like definitely like not happy about it. Like
Dude,
you,
fuck these
you
people.
were responsible for us, and you let
Yeah,
somebody
we
in and
trusted
take
you.
our shit. And you can say whatever you want to say about let someone
Dude,
into
fuck
your
these
camp,
people.
and they took our shit.
Next
We were
Velaki.
in your place.
Hey,
for
Are you
you and
saying this out
Caleb
loud
are
or
right.
just
You
like
should have
turn
murdered
on?
him
Yeah.
when they were
Turn 'em on.
traveling on the road. Should have
That was
murdered him.
only Caleb.
No,
Caleb
you
was
were like,
not on
hey,
board.
if weapons starts clashing, I'm in. We should have killed them all.
I already slept with 3 of them, and one of them was married.
Darren doesn't
Yeah,
use his mace
that's
much
true.
anyway.
Well, good for you.
I
Us
have a backup
frontline folks are
great weapon.
kind of fucked.
So what are you guys doing?
I'll give you my dagger.
Oh,
You
Start,
have-
heading-
you have
start going
I have
to.
a bow.
I'll give you my dagger, and I say no, it's not much, but it won't be of as much use to me as it will be for you.
Appreciate you.
Start going to
'Cause you
Velaki,
can
I
still
guess.
smite with a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Anything that's melee oriented.
we're gonna kind of do the same thing we did last time.
We're fucked.
So 4 levels of exhaustion for me.
Yep.
No,
You will die of
no,
exhaustion. Sorry, Zach.
no.
We're gonna need to sleep in Velaki for 3 days just to.
Rocky's only
reduce-
1 day away.
Yep.
Right. So that's
We'll put on our coats. Oh, before we head
Hold
out
on.
for the day.
hold on. I think we're off on our timeline. I had you guys roll 2 days and 2 nights worth of
Travel.
encounter checks last time.
Mhm.
So that was not the same day you fought the vampires. So we're 1 more day ahead. So
Oh,
you do
okay,
only have
okay.
3 nights
2.
before 2 nights before the
Okay.
dinner.
Better. You're right.
Uh-oh.
You're totally right.
And it's 1 night to get to Velaki from here.
One
So we'll get
One
to
day, one
Velaki,
night.
We'll spend a night in
That makes
Velaki.
sense. We spent 1 day getting to where the gallows were.
Yep.
1 day going to Madame Ava.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so you had the 2 nights. Continuity, boys.
It scares me.
Continuity.
It's important.
What scares you?
Continuity.
Ah,
It's
sorry.
not a real thing.
that kind
Time is a construct.
And so is death.
Where? What am I doing?
Straws on my clock.
Straws on my cock.
Okay.
I was another fucking nat 20. He's dead.
What do we guys? Okay, so let's do this. I already had you guys pre-roll your encounter checks.
Oh, yeah.
I knew
We're
it.
fucked. TPKO.
And was that also our initiative?
TPKO.
No,
It was the number of enemies or something.
no.
TPKO.
Oh, those the D20s? Don't you worry about the D20s, boys.
I think I rolled pretty shit on that.
Don't you worry about them D20s.
The cursed 20s, one might say.
I'm worried because I have a nat 1.
I have a 3. Well,
Okay, so you go to leave down.
Down?
You go and you're leaving the you start traveling down the thing, the path. You walk for a couple hours, or you walk for a little bit, about an hour or so, and you come across.
Oh, as we head out for the day, I will spend a 3rd level spell slot
Holy shit.
to cast Aid on the party. Everybody add 10 HP to your HP maximum.
Solid. So solid.
I'm probably gonna try and do that like once at the beginning of every day. If I
That's
can.
smart.
So
Or maybe not at the beginning. Let me check the time on that. I forget the time on that.
How long does
8
that
hours.
last?
8 hours. So
Bonkers.
I'll probably wait until like midday.
Because my bad, I still had that going since the last time you did it.
When I hit the long rest button, it like erased it from my.
Yeah.
So you guys come across the waterfall. You follow the river down to the base of a canyon, and at the far end is a great waterfall. It spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
You said waterfall?
Yeah, there's like a waterfall on the
Sorry.
other side.
Can I check behind it?
It's on the other side of the canyon.
There's something behind a waterfall, dude.
Well, just fly.
I don't have
Big
fly.
boy.
You have fly?
Just fly, magic boy.
Do you have fly? I don't have a fly. You have fly? I don't have a fly.
You're the magic guy.
I don't have a fly.
But as you guys
There's
keep
I
traveling
know a
through
guy
the
who had
day,
a magic broom one time.
Fuck that guy.
I'm glad that went somewhere. You
Weird.
guys
The room wore a ring.
come across 5. You guys walking down the road. What's everybody's passive perceptions?
Oh,
21.
5 or
God
something.
damn it. 16.
Oh,
You hear them. You hear rustling in the
7.
bushes, and then you're set upon against like some like people on the road. They came out. There's
Vegas.
5 of
People,
them.
though.
Yeah, people. They surround you, and
Look out behind you.
Are they in
Yeah.
a speaking mood or no?
they all pull out their little daggers and swords and stuff, and they're just
Super.
like, "Listen, we want your gold, we want your food, we want your water, and we want any magic things you have."
And I'm as big as all 5 of you, and my sword is as long as all 5 of yours.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
this
answer by like the energy radiating from my armor as I prepare to cast a spell.
I'm raging.
perfect. Everybody roll initiative.
Can I rage? Free rage? Like as instead of a bonus action, free rage.
No, because it's not a surprise round.
Oh. Real cool.
Everybody roll initiative.
Brah.
Do I roll that with disadvantage?
It's
Ooh,
a
holy
check.
fuck. That's a 24.
You got a 24-sided dice?
Yeah, baby.
Nice
You know
roll,
you
bud.
know me.
Nice. Solid 12
Solid.
Solid.
with disadvantage.
13.
Adding
12
a
with
dagger.
disadvantage.
Flat.
Adding a dagger. Dagger.
The sword that you are using, Zach, where does that sword from?
It's
Caleb
from the
gave it.
Durst house.
Okay, so what is a long sword stats?
It is. It's not a long sword. It's a great sword, and it's 2d6 plus 4.
So this one's all rusted and like decaying and like chipped and stuff like this after you left. So you don't get the plus. It's just the 2d6.
Okay.
No plus. I feel like that's fair. It's like
Sure.
it's like missing
Yeah.
pieces and stuff out of it. Yeah. So okay. So let's track this. Get this initiative going. What was your initiative?
12.
Calathar was at 12.
And then do I get a free intimidation on that? My opening statement.
Sure. Roll me an intimidation.
24.
An intimidation check doesn't have the same mechanical benefits as a rage does.
It's bullshit. 24.
24.
User.
Did you get?
13.
Did you get
8.
on your intimidation?
Yeah.
Nice. And then nice. Very nice.
I love disadvantage.
That's a bummer.
One more rest. Because one more
Yep,
rest.
one more.
Wow. These guys suck.
Good. We're fucked. We have no weapons.
I'm a weapon.
My body is a weapon.
You
You need a weapon.
Yeah. Sorry, boys. Okay, you guys.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say who's first.
The first one that's gonna go is a bandit. He rolled a nat 20 on his initiative order.
Well then, I'll be
You
damned.
guys wrong.
It's one off. 19.
Is it kind of like there's that group of 5 and then our group of 3, or are they kind of like around us?
I would say it's like you guys get your. I guess we don't really need the characters out if you don't want to. You want to use something for a character?
No, just if you want to kind of.
We got the squares out. Let's just use it, and we can have like a little tactical battle. I'll
Metal?
say, how are you guys positioned?
Give us some
squish in the back.
trees or rocks or something. You know what I mean? Like, is there any environmental?
Cover.
These are all rocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, brother.
So if there's a rock in the square, you can't go through the square.
What?
Okay. Are they big enough to hide behind?
Big enough probably to get half.
Well,
up
then
to
I would
half
be
cover.
like Gozer to Galathar. Come on,
Beautiful.
man.
So
Walk
now
out
you
of the
could get
group.
full cover.
This guy's here. He's
Oh, I like it.
probably here.
I have
Here.
Sanctuary. I'll use it on you, fuck
And then I think
What do
one
you say?
probably
Sanctuary?
popped out like
Arts.
there.
it.
All right.
I will use that on you.
Okay. I put some nuts on it. The nuts are rocks.
Put some
I
nuts
put
on
some
it.
Sour Patch Kids. Those are enemies. If you kill one,
Not
you get to
sponsored.
eat it.
Not sponsored.
No sponsors. I put Sour sweet
Candies
candy down that look like kids.
and
Sweet
some
candy
nuts.
kids.
Okay,
Patch of them.
so this one,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that rolled nat 20.
That
Okay,
one.
I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 1, gonna come attack this guy.
Why me?
Who's this guy? Oh,
Me.
you. I'm really sorry about that.
I don't think you are. Doesn't hit.
Actually, I apologize. He's gonna stay here.
Apology accepted.
He's gonna move like here,
That's
and he's
fucked
gonna
up.
shoot his longbow at you.
God damn him.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
It's really rough for him. Okay, after that, it's gonna be
There's no way there's somebody taller than me.
Dormir.
That's right. Alright, I'm raging. Fucking
Okay,
raging.
Bonus
I
action
get
rage.
yep. And then I get to use a funny thing. What is it, a D8? I think it is. For my channel magic some shit.
Your
The
challenge
The
of
wild
anything?
magic.
yeah,
What
wild
you
magic.
talking about?
Yeah. I have a wild magic chart.
Oh yeah, roll
Yeah.
your d8.
Wild magic. Let's see what okay, D8.
It's the
This
one
one.
with the 8 on it.
Facts.
2 pyramids.
Is it a 1?
Uh.
It's a 1. Shadowy tendrils lash out. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. You
That's
also
all.
gain 1d12 temporary HP. So within 30 feet. So if I
think
move
this
That's
is the
everybody.
only guy that's
10, 20, 30. So if I move here,
Now
these all will hit.
5 foot squares?
I haven't decided.
5, 10, 15.
I think I was gonna go 5-foot squares. So if I'm gonna be honest, so I think you can hit everybody.
Okay, so that's all the homies.
Wait.
Oh wait. So
Yeah,
if I
you're
was
still-
back
you're
here,
still-
I could
think you can
literally hit
everybody.
Yeah, 'cause
but
it's-
5, 10. Holy shit, I can.
Just
What about
the
red?
red.
yeah,
Dude, I was
you're
so
that's
good at
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can hit
All right.
everybody.
I'd roll a d12 for necrotic damage.
Beautiful, dude.
Holy crap!
Show me a big
What
ol-
does your rage look like when you rage? I don't know. If
fucking
remember.
I think like just wild magic energy kind of like surges through me. I like my,
Was
my
it
crest
like
my
color
crest
or-
glows, right? So it's gonna go yellow because
Okay.
that's just what we've established. And I think my eyes
guys
go
are
yellow,
yellow?
too. Right? Well, I think his
The
caw-caws.
Well, it depends on my spell. I have the spirit.
Radiant
Guardians.
damage is golden.
The
Oh,
radiant,
that makes sense.
The radiant damage from my spirit guardians caw-caws are golden,
Mhm.
but when I summon my spiritual raven,
I got a 12 on my
It's like
d12.
smoky purple.
It was
black.
like a purple black.
That's
know what's
12
cooler.
points of necrotic damage to
Yep.
them all.
And I get to
he
heal
rolled
12
back.
points of
Did they all just die?
temporary HP.
Temp HP.
Temp HP.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys.
That stacks with the 10 that I gave you too.
Yes, the fuck it does.
That's so.
I don't
sick,
see it
dude.
having a time it goes away. What do you think, Cody? It
Hey,
doesn't
look-
say a time where the temp HP goes away. Oh, is it until I take damage?
Yeah, it's a damage buff, and I think after 24 hours, I think if you take a long rest, all your temp HP goes away. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, his that he's giving us is only 8 hours, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. As of right now, we'll play it for a long rest
Once you get okay,
Or-
long rest or hit
or
and then
damage,
it
and
decreases.
you would go into your temp HP first, and then go into HP.
tracks. Okay.
Okay, Dormir, do you do anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna pick. I think this dude's kind of pissing me off. I'm gonna short bro him. This homie, the homie who shot me back. Which one is he? Is he one?
Yeah,
Or-
he's one.
Yeah, he's an orange. Yes, Zach, he is orange. Oh.
Did you roll saving throws for the guys? They do get saving throws.
Oh wait,
Oh, do
hold
they?
on. They do?
Why did
Yeah.
you see that? Did I not see that?
Con saving throw.
It is a con save. You're right.
Sorry,
And
I
if
was
they pass, they don't take any damage.
I was trying to look up the time.
Yeah.
I'm
and
I'm being the fucking guy.
Rules
and I'm
lawyer.
Not trying to be
No,
the
dude,
guy
I love
here.
it. Thank you. Thank you for good catch. I think I read it, but I don't think anybody tracked it.
I
What's the
didn't
con
even-
save?
I think
8 plus proficiency plus your con.
I think we got distracted by distance.
8 plus proficiency plus con.
So proficiency should be like 2.
What?
What's your con mod?
My con is a plus 5.
Proficiency is 3. So 8 plus 8, 16.
16. So 16 save.
They have a +1.
We'll send.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
They-
I see 4 fails. 5 fails? Yeah, 5 fails.
all right,
Nice.
good
The
job.
1 dice was hard.
So
to
they all
read.
hit. They all failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so-
want to know something.
Yeah.
have we decided if getting a nat 1 on a saving throw
It's
gets
double damage.
I think
It's
we
double
have
damage.
discussed this, and it wasn't.
I
we
think
weren't
I was
doing
scared and didn't want.
Well, because
because a nat 20s would
nat
mean that
20s are
you
double
get rid
damage.
of all damage. Like if you like instead of
and
taking
I
half.
think we have not done that. I think we have decided against that.
Have
and did we-
we?
I think we did because a monk actually has ability that would
does
allows
that
them that does that. So now you're just giving that ability to
to
all.
everybody. That
So you're
makes
taking
sense.
away something that makes a monk
Makes
kind of
sense.
special with their super supposed to be like good dex type stuff.
Makes sense. Cool.
I think we were like, we're scared of this world, and we are scared of the
It's
potential
scary enough
outcomes on
already.
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
Okay.
The
perfect.
potential benefits.
Okay, you shoot a bow. You shoot an arrow at number 1.
Yeah, I'm a hit. Oh, I don't know.
What did you get to hit?
I don't know. I think it was a 6. 6 plus 8.
You have a +8 to your short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Does it hit or no? 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's go.
And I have Vex. If you hit a creature with a short bow and deal damage to it, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature. So that's why.
Is that something you have to check off?
No, that's just my proficiency with short bow.
Can I see it?
Yeah, weapon mastery. Part of the new rules.
I thought you were voting. We were on 2014 rules.
We've been letting
that not a thing?
Cauliflower use weapon
I'm on
masters.
2014.
Is that
but
not a thing?
there's a
It was
couple
because of my like
things
soldier
they-
background or some shit. Do you not fuck with it? I just okay if you're not. It's not like a super
No,
game
that's
breaking.
dope.
It's not like super game breaking.
You have
It's like
advantage on your next attack roll against that creature.
specific creature, yes.
Okay, I thought it was like advantage on.
Doesn't come super often in play because I don't use a bow.
That's cool.
I think the only thing was if you have the proficiency with the weapon.
Which I do.
Oh, okay.
About 1 yellow for a blue. Well, and then we can go back color.
Oh, smart. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the damage. Where did our music go? 1d6 plus 5. 1d6 plus 5? That's kind of bonkers. 9 damage. to him.
He's dead.
Holy shit.
Kill him.
I hit him with one arrow and he fucking crumbled.
Well, he
So you lash out with your tentacle things,
I think
and
it
they
just
like
kind of slapped
they
him a little.
they all these tentacles go and they like backhand every single bandit. Bah, bah, and he's like, oh, and as he's like gets his like he like shakes it off all of a sudden, and then he just like
Keels over.
kills him dead. So you get to eat that one.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do. Ready?
Oh.
Nice. I'm
He's
gonna
that
clip
guy.
that. That's gonna be that.
That guy.
All right.
That's the intro.
Darren, you're up.
Darren is going to see the wild tentacles pop out and just kind of look at Dormir like,
Sorry,
"What
bro.
the fuck was that,
So-
dude?" Like,
I got a
don't-
parasite.
I don't remember that happening in any fight I've ever been in with you. And then I'm just gonna turn to the red guy here next to me, and I will cast my my sacred flame at him.
But what does Toll the Dead do more damage? Because I have damaged these people.
I do not have Toll the Dead. I dropped it at
Oh.
my last level up.
Okay. Well, scratch that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do sacred flame, which is a dex save on his part for 16.
Smart.
He fails.
He what?
He fails.
Fails.
I don't think the back of the class heard you, Cody.
He fails. These are
Beautiful.
my big bads.
My
You're
biggest-
killing
You're
them.
killing Strahd.
This is the end of the campaign.
5
Did you fucking imagine?
To which one?
red.
Red. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one's dead, 5. He's hitting 5.
Very nice. Very nice. Describe to me what your sacred flame looks like.
Ooh.
Like as you cast it. Like he's still up, but how do you when you cast it? What does it look like?
So it's radiant damage as well. So I think you just hear like a fucking calling, and then like flames start to come up from the ground where he's at,
Mm-hmm.
Cool as fuck.
and yeah, just gonna burn the shit out of him.
Scorch him.
Nice. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Calitho, you're up.
Wait. Sorry.
Yeah, me as a bonus.
Bonus action. I'm going to summon my
Spirit Guardian.
not spirit guardian, my spiritual weapon.
No, you dirty fuck.
Next to green,
Which is 2.
number 2.
You want a guide for that, David? How about this?
Thanks. And in the casting of that, I believe I can make the attack.
I thought it was a bonus action to make an attack.
So it's a bonus action to cast
No.
the spell, but I believe when you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack.
That's
against the creature.
fucked.
So that is going to be a +8 to attack. 14 to hit. I think we established that hits. Let's go. That's a D8.
This dude's actually like nat 20 armor.
6 + 5, 11 damage to that guy.
How does it? To which one?
Green, number 2.
Number 2.
How does it happen?
But he's gonna be on the inside of him. You see the fucking purple raven kind of like come up to the ground, almost like a zombie would, right? And then it just goes right for it and starts like attacking it with its claws and beak, and just kind of like eats the dude's face.
Nice. You get to eat him.
Hell yeah, brother. See if I can.
Your reward.
Oh,
2 for 2,
baby!
Oh, I'm gonna fail.
I
I mean, I'm gonna win.
Kalazar, you're up, dude.
All right. Well, so we're gonna press the rage button,
Okay.
and then we're gonna take a step forward 5 feet and look at Mr. Yellow.
Oh dear. Poor Mr. Yellow.
Not gonna be good for him.
Well, how does a 13 feel?
That'll hit.
13 dead.
You fuck.
Let's go.
As you can tell, these are not like my most.
Did you Great Weapon Master on it?
No,
Oh, thank
I
God.
can't do that on the same turn that I rage.
Oh,
And isn't that your axe thing?
No,
that's with any two-handed weapon.
that's my feet. One of my feet.
Okay.
So that's 5 + 2, 7.
To which one?
Yellow. So 3,
4.
4.
He looks seriously bunked up.
But I get another attack.
Oh, okay.
So how does a 18?
Okay. Are you reckless attacking?
Yes.
Good to know.
Good.
I need to know that.
For another 7 damage.
How do you kill him?
Wow. Big ballers.
All right.
Zachary. Send it. You're not as cool as me. Not as cool.
Not even
I didn't even
close.
throw it right.
I'll give you one more chance. Advantage on the throw.
We
Advantage on
can,
the
we
throw.
can edit it out.
Edit and post.
You
don't get two. You
can-
get
still
one
get to
or
hear
you're
it.
out.
All right.
Too much gumption on the first one.
I get it. Quite.
This man is gonna go. Yeah, fuck this. One, he's
Oh,
gonna dash,
pussy.
and he's
Get
gonna
over
just
here.
keep running this way. Basically, like I'm out. And
I
this
can
one's
hit
like,
him.
fuck you guys. And run
I
up to
can hit him.
Run up to hit this guy here.
More like fucking shield up.
I'm killing his ass.
He's gonna attack.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna shield up. I'm gonna like get ready for some like hand-to-hand combat as he comes in.
Yeah,
Does a
buddy.
nat 20 hit?
No, actually,
Believe it or not,
it hits, but it doesn't crit.
Okay. Perfect.
hits don't crit. Huh?
I have a feature that lets me
Negate all
nullify
damage.
The critical part.
4 damage.
Critical hits.
On a crit?
He nullifies the crit.
Does
I
he
was-
really?
I was not joking.
You
about that.
really
Yeah,
do?
He nullifies the crit.
yeah. So it's just a hit.
So it doesn't like you don't hit me, but it's you don't get to do the extra damage from the crit.
Which in
What
this
kind of
world,
thing is that?
Sentinel at Death's Door.
Hmm,
It's a 6th level feature of a Grave Cleric.
that's amazing.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta check that.
That
shit out.
bandit took off, so we're back up to Doramir.
I'm shooting the dude in the back. Fuck him. I have a range of 320 with my short bow.
Facts. 320 is at the disadvantage range,
Disadvantage.
so there should be 2 ranges.
short
ranges?
Yes.
Oh, so
80 as normal, and then up to 320 with disadvantage.
So from up
So
to
80
80,
feet. Oh, I
yeah,
see.
you can
80
still
to
hit.
320
You
is
can
I
with
see.
disadvantage.
All right, tracking. Oh, well, first I'm gonna roll my d8. See what my new magic thing is. 6.
Do you want to close distance before you shoot? Because that might help right? Like
He's
you
already
could-
in range.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fucking send it. Fuck it.
I didn't think
If I hit him, it's great. If I don't, it's also great. It's kind of the way.
And you have reckless, right?
I do have reckless.
at this point you might as well. Can you reckless with a
Yes, you
a
can.
ranged?
It's all attacks.
Do you
Hell yes.
wild? Not, there it is. Wild search.
attacks?
Let's see what a number 6 is.
Spell attack? Oh, you
Until your
can't
rage
cast a
ends,
spell.
you are surrounded by a multicolored protective light. You gain +1 to your AC, and anybody within 10 feet of your allies gain the same bonus. So you guys get a +1 to AC.
If you're within 10 feet.
And it looks like they all are. So, tracks. Cool. All right, roll and hit. Bra. That's cocked. Do you agree, David? Honor the cock.
Yeah, on the cock.
Cocked
We
is
honor the cock.
punk. Honor the cock. Does a 16 on the die hit? I think it does.
I think it stumbles just short.
Just sure doesn't. Wait, but don't I have a thing that lets me reroll one
That's
damage
on
die?
two-handed weapons.
Is it? Oh, it totally is, isn't it? Fuck.
It's pretty
Alright.
rough, buddy.
Well, if I'm two-handing a
No.
bow, come on!
No.
You're holding with two
It's a
hands.
two-handed melee weapon.
Come on, fuck you. All right. 6 damage to homeboy. Can I wound
Which
him?
one?
To the
Blue.
one who's running blue. Is
Three?
that 3? I think.
Yeah. How much?
6 damage.
He takes an arrow through his thigh and he keeps going.
Is he hobbled? Is he moving at half speed?
I'm tracking. I'm gonna keep tracking then. Is it a bonus action to dash?
No.
Are you a rogue?
No.
If you watch the
Cunning
videos I've
action.
been putting out, you know.
God damn it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's that. And that's the end of my turn.
Darren.
All right, Darren is gonna make an unarmed strike against this guy. I'm just gonna try to punch his fucking.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to
I'm
sleep.
gonna flavor it a little differently if it succeeds. So let me.
If you kill this man with your hands, I will have so much respect for you. saying.
I've
How
done
do-
that a few times this
Your
campaign.
hand. Do the Omni Man. Squish his head.
Do I
I've never
get
seen
to
it.
add proficiency and strength to my attack roll?
No, you can pull up your character sheet. It tells you how much you get for your plus bonus. To
That's what I'm trying for. Oh, unarmed strike. Yes, proficiency and strength, motherfucker.
You
That
have
was exactly what
proficiency
it
in strength?
was.
You are a buff cleric.
Buddy, I said you look at your character sheet. That's all I said. I don't know why
Wasn't
you're
a personal
being
attack.
so aggressive.
15.
That misses.
And that's 5 damage
To which one?
to 5. Red. Let's go.
Do punch right
5
through
health.
him.
No, I want to like pick him up and like full Nelson, but like German suplex him on his head. I'm like,
Holy shit. Have him explode.
So you pick him up. You like flip him onto his back, and you form a Michael Chandler Benson Henderson.
like because
right?
he came up and tried to attack
Yeah.
me, so I imagine like I parry it, slip under, and
as
then
you-
just fucking
as you land, you
boom.
feel the neck crack as it like, and you feel like the spine compress as his like body then just like lays like.
He will be eating a steak through a
Roll
straw.
me a perception check on this dead man.
Paralyzed man.
17.
He's dead.
He's so dead.
You notice his neck is
You
broken.
look at this man though, like you've seen this man before. This was a villager in Barovia at one point,
A Broviite.
and he seems out here doing desperate things.
Did he seem mad out of his mind or driven to desperation?
I mean, insane.
Also, is he dead or just paralyzed? Because you did break his neck, didn't kill him.
He is dead.
This is an unarmed strike. You
I
could
mean,
have non-lethal.
Right. That's what I was kind of also gonna say. 15 insight.
What you asked if he was driven mad or just driven to desperation?
Yeah.
Probably. It seems like desperation.
Not like he's under the effects of a spell that made him crazy.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Is it the end of your turn?
You get to eat red.
Yay.
Is he
You're up.
dead?
My guy.
And as
Does
I,
a nat
as I
20 hit?
kill, I do my little symbol.
Oh, you are killing him?
Yeah, how do
Poof
you
us,
kill
dude. Yeah,
He
baby.
has 2 health points left. How do you kill him?
Well, I was using my heavy crossbow.
So you went through his side, and he's like, it stings. It stings. And all of a sudden, boom! This huge crossbow bolt just like explodes to the front of his chest, and he's like, and then slowly falls over. And now you can do the little blue guy.
Come on, redemption, baby.
Redemption, redemption, redemption.
Come on.
Right out
No
the
redemption.
nose.
No
We try.
redemption.
We try. Cool. Fuck yeah. That was fun. Good little smacking my guys again. So we're gonna keep going.
That was a waste of a rage.
Yeah, wasted the second level spell, but
Question
okay.
for you.
Now, so we guys have one more encounter check,
'Kay,
and then you're
perfect.
there, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, the next encounter check, we're gonna skip through some time. As you're walking through before the encounter check, everybody, it's already starting to get dark again.
Right.
The night
Would
is
you maybe
falling.
mind showing us just where on the map here now we've gotten to after the second encounter check? We started off around there at Madame Ava.
So you guys actually you have learned more to your map, right?
Indeed.
Beautiful.
So
This is
Beautiful.
Castle Ravenloft.
what?
He's ruining your beautiful map.
Your beautiful map.
Our beautiful map.
It's a team collective effort.
It's a team collective effort. I like it. Okay. So you guys,
We were
this was
here.
Madam.
So we
Mhm.
were here. Now are we like coming up this way?
So
Or
this
no.
isn't gonna be like if you guys looked up my map, you're
Kind of a
gonna,
one for
it's
one.
not gonna it's not gonna be a 1-for-1.
Yeah,
But
fair.
this was the lake.
Shortcut.
You
Secret
guys basically came like
tunnel.
this.
Secret tunnel.
And like
Through
the
mountain. Secret tunnel.
then you guys like
Yeah.
basically like right here. This is where the first encounter check happened. This is where like the first one just happened. Blacky's up here. The second one's probably happened like right around there.
Okay.
And this was a secret road to the
It's not necessarily secret. It was just like
small
A
area.
like a
different
small
road,
like
path.
footpath basically that you guys just never have
It's
gone.
that one footpath Caleb took.
Oh yeah, I got his ass kicked by
Oh.
fucking trees and shit.
So you guys just dealt with these bandits coming. These desperate men from the village of Barovia were foolish enough to attack outsiders, knowing full well that it probably wouldn't be good for them. You travel past the falls. You get back onto the main road.
Because we've kind of established this at this point, we give them a little death right and try to like bury bodies, anything like that.
Burn 'em maybe.
Like even though they attacked us, we're trying not
Yeah.
to just leave dead bodies around, right?
Yeah.
Better ash than corpses.
So do we burn them or just bury
I
them?
think it's
think-
easiest for me to burn bodies
Yeah. Okay.
than to start digging graves.
Yep.
You guys burn the bodies.
Yes.
So you
I think when we burn the bodies too, I kind of mentioned to you that like one of them was a kid that I had seen, or maybe not kid, whatever, a guy I had seen in Barovia that it looks like was kind of driven to desperation and wasn't previously a bandit or anything. like
With that knowledge, I would, when burning the bodies, I would give another nod to the Morning Lord because I would assume he would be a follower of the Morning Lord.
roll me a religion check with advantage.
So flat.
Yeah, baby.
Can you get a
Ooh,
guidance?
17. So that's gonna be like a
Can
4
you
or
get a
something.
guidance?
14.
Fuck it. I'm in a good mood today.
All right. Well,
It's an act that we are doing together, you know.
18.
That's
An 18 religion check.
hell yeah,
18.
dude. Maxed out.
You start burning these bodies in like and then you like do like a silent prayer to the Morning Lord, saying like, I hope that you find these souls, and you get on an 18. Light rays finally break through the fog, and kind of like shine on the bodies, and you hear a raven call off in the distance and like fly, like flying off in the distance as the light rays shine on
I
the
think I like-
bodies.
Go for a fist bump.
Yeah.
I think Donnie would be like, another church boy.
Oh, he wasn't even,
Without a doubt.
he wasn't even in the last combat. That fucker.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to tell Josh outside of the game that his weapons are gone. real rough.
Rough. Be like, you should have been here, Ben.
Only his
Sorry.
main weapon.
Only
He
his
had
main
two.
weapon.
He
His
was
rapier
a rapier
and-
and a longbow. So
So is his rapier gone or is his longbow gone? Because
I
he
feel like
used
that's
both.
gonna
Nobody
be a
tell
50-50.
Josh. I'm gonna ask him what is your main weapon,
Bet.
and then that's the one he's gonna.
Okay.
Okay. Fast forward through time.
Next combat encounter.
Yeah, we're gonna fast forward to the next combat encounter. We'll just use this road here. Just imagine this is instead of water, these are trees too. This is all just trees.
Okay.
This is all just trees. This is the path. This is the road that you guys are walking up against. You guys you're walking after burning the bodies and that whole encounter. You come across this black broken down carriage. The road splits in two. There's cobblestones.
Cobble Jones.
Cobblestones that are like that suggest like the path heading that way used to be like more important than like this path that you're on now. It heads to the east. This is where and coming from this split in the road with this broken down black carriage, this is where the road kind of splits, and this is where the cold and the fog starts bellowing from this road. You get the sense deep down inside from like this is the pathway that leads down to the castle. Like you mark this broken down carriage as like, okay, this is where I need to go. Like this is eventually like, what leads to the castle. But knowing full well that we still have to get to Vallaki first.
In that moment that we're there, can I maybe take a moment to just try to have a conversation with the Raven Queen, kind of throw a little prayer out. Maybe we stop for 5 minutes to take a piss break or whatever, and I just use that to like basically just look for acceptance and like, approval, like tell her I'm on my way. This is me showing you like I'm here, da 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 da.
Light my step.
Go ahead and give me a religion check with advantage.
Come on, baby
Fuck it up.
beans. Come on, baby beans.
Fuck it up. Baby
Give
bean.
someone first. Okay. 17?
So you like everybody's like taking like their piss break. You're what do you say in your prayer? Like trying to like what's your wording?
Almost like just checking in, like to my mother, whatever, to the night mother. I received your message from Dormir. I'm doing everything I can to continue on the path. Uh, this here marks the road to the castle, and we are planning on venturing this way on the morrow or the day after the morrow, whatever. And it is then that I will attempt to, strike and make a move.
So you're like your head's down. You're like offering up this silent prayer to your goddess. Night is falling. Cold wind has started to pick up. I'm not gonna retroback them now, but I guess no survival checks.
We can bang him out.
Night is starting to fall. The wind is starting to pick back up. You could smell it in the air, like snow and rain are getting ready to come, like the storm is brewing. You offer up the silent prayer. You hear the cawing of a raven as it comes and it lands on your shoulder. You look up. It looks at you. It calls again, and it goes, and it stays there. And you hear a voice.
I'm going to give it some food.
You hear like a voice in like off the side, like coming down the road, and as the dark starts to fall, and he goes, "Are you friend or foe?"
Would you say it's dim light?
It's dimming down, yeah.
So I can see up to a mile away in dim light. In dim light, a mile away is like 100 feet. So how well can I see him?
He's walking up, so he's getting closer as he's talking. He's
Is he coming down the path from the castle?
No.
Okay.
He's coming down the path from like the
Okay.
direction of like Vallaki. You're starting to see him. You actually see you see 3 men walking up, and as at this point you probably see you guys just see like the black outline figures. You're able to see them like they're dressed in like hunting gear. They have some like fur.
Before I even answer, sorry, I didn't cut you off. Right. Before I even answer, I'm doing my Eyes of the Grave, my undead pain.
Fuck yeah.
Down that path, the cobblestone path, it rings out. Back down behind you, back down towards where you came from, it rings out. But within that 60 feet area around you where you'd get like the super Pacific rings, none of them
And
go.
where they are, or they're not that close yet?
No, they're probably not within that 60 feet
Okay,
range.
okay, perfect.
They're not that close.
Do I recognize Yevgeny or his brother?
Oh, good
No.
catch on the name.
You do not. You do not recognize Evgeny or his brother. But you do see the 3 men.
There we go.
Okay.
So, use me for whatever you need.
That's just where we'll end the session. I was gonna end it in a couple seconds anyway. So, okay, he comes out of the states and is hello, friend or foe, and that's where we'll end the session. All right, guys, thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry for cutting it short, y'all.
All right, thanks for watching Cursed 20. This has been the Cursed Ones actual play. Keep a lookout for the next episode.